God, what in the living hell is going on YouTube today? Hello, everybody. How you doing? It's me, your boy. I don't even know where to start with this shit. I think we're just gonna jump right into it. Hello, everybody. Hello. Welcome back to another stream. Make sure you guys like and share this stream out because we have a full-blown roster today. I'm kind of going in the incognito mode. I took a walk outside today, and I've just been sitting here watching the Keemstar Show stream. I know going against Keem right now is a terrible idea for the viewership, but I don't really care. There's going to be a few people on today that are a little bit different. We're going to have one individual, a co-host on the Doccast, Izi Tan, who has been covering the situation involving Seth for multiple months and has actually been on top of this for a while now. We also have, later on in the program, we have Clyde, an individual who not only Moist critical, but Keemstar has also been made aware of in regard to the allegations against Seth. We are also going to have Swagkage on when he's done calling into the Keemstar show. And another individual known as Surfbone. Now, Surfbone is somebody who hasn't spoken just yet that I'm aware of. We are very, very interested to see what is going to happen here. These individuals just want a place that they can have the conversations necessary. We will be going over all evidence that has been presented to me, and Izzy will be helping me co-stream this while if there's anything that I'm not aware of, Izzy will be able to fill me in. So he's going to be my co-host on this. So let me get this call rolling for you guys. Some of the guys won't jump in until a little bit later, but we will regardless still have everything set. Okay. There you go. Perfect. What's up, Izzy?
What up?
Oof, this is getting fucking crazy, dude.
I'm not gonna lie, I expected all of it.
You expected all of this? The complete insanity of this entire situation? You expected it to the point where he admits that he hit up like a 16-year-old and shit?
Yeah, I knew he was gonna do that.
I give you a W then, brother. I give you a fucking massive W. I saw you tweet about this like a day or two ago, and it was like complete insanity. I just can't believe this is the situation at hand. I know that Clyde has declined to call in until Keem's done, so that'll probably be like another like half hour to an hour, depending how it goes. And then Swagkage will be calling in later. I don't know why Surfbone didn't join. Is he good?
He's probably doing something real quick.
All right, cool. That's no problem. So I want to go over a few things with you, Izzy, because I saw you were live with Tommy C while we're waiting for these guys to call in, right? So there's a litany of allegations levied against Seth, right? There's a significant amount of allegations that are a lot of people are saying are bullshit or incorrect, bullshit or misinterpreted incorrectly. And I know Seth has been screaming and yelling on the Keemstar show like a fucking banshee that half of this shit isn't real. So I want to verify with you if you want to jump in the live. This list of allegations that Keem has posted on Twitter. I want to go through the same thing that Tommy did with you as well, and then, you know, we'll get the other guys' input on it when they come in. So the lying part, that's already been proven pretty significantly, in my opinion, on the Keemstar show. The stealing money part, is that an accurate allegation that's being levied against him as well?
Yes, because it involves his old big project, Ichigo vs. Naruto.
Mm-hmm.
It was a Patreon. He was getting thousands of dollars and stuff a month.
Mm-hmm.
He just canceled it out of nowhere, and he took an extra month out of money off it.
Okay, so there's been no refund of the funds whatsoever. I did hear at one point that somebody said that they were donating $1,000 a month to him or some shit. Is that accurate?
Yeah.
Holy shit. So how much money realistically was he making this project in the first place through the Patreon? Because $1,000 a person, or was it just one person donating $1,000?
I sadly don't know because I wasn't part of the Patreon.
Okay.
I do know one person who gave 1,000. I know another person who gave a couple hundred.
Oh my god.
Surfbone, when he comes in, he could explain more because he is friends with the lead animator, Omar.
Yeah, that's somebody who hasn't spoken either, is Surfbone and Omar. The two of them haven't spoken up about this, so I'm intrigued to see what they have to say about all this. The recording friends without permission. That one seems to be pretty credible at the current moment, at least from what I'm seeing on the Keemstar show.
Yeah, it is.
Okay. The sexual harassment, accurate. I don't know about what's the sexual assault. Like, is a sexual assault thing accurate?
I don't know where Keem got that from. Even Clyde and Noodles, when Keem brought that up, were like confused, saying we don't know anything about that.
Okay, because there's so many things going on in the Keemstar show, like complete scream blood sports, that I feel like this stream needs to be the stream that's like, okay, these like it needs to be less blood sports. Like it's entertaining, but it needs to be, these are serious allegations being levied against a human being right now. Let's see here, blackmail, the doxing. I to be honest with Noodles, bro, I saw Noodles' video. And then, I don't know if you heard on the Keemstar show, I had Pat Gotta ask the question about the doxing. We're going to go over that because that annoyed the shit out of me. DDoS, what do you know about, is that accurate?
So this, what I know, involving actually somebody completely different, named Aeroflame, who was getting somebody to DDoS a minor, who apparently was also a doxxer.
Right, and that was in Noodles' video when he was discussing the situation where he was proving that the guy was a prolific doxxer. Am I correct?
Yeah.
Okay.
Or showing that he's like hangs out with people that does doxing and stuff.
Okay. Let's see here. And then manipulative behavior. Yeah, him kind of like telling a girl she's ugly and then going, "Hey, nudes?"
Yeah.
That's super fucking manipulative, bro. Let's see here. Grooming minors. It's a 4-year. From what I understand, from what's being said on the Keemstar show, he was 19, she was 16, or was he 20 and she was 16? What's the number here?
So people are saying it was 19 and 16, but there's two stories.
There's two stories being presented right now on the Keemstar show. I know that.
One with Jade, or I guess satire.
Okay. Yeah, I know satire is on the younger the male individual, because I know there's a male and a female. Yeah. The male individual has not spoken up yet, correct?
Yeah, he hasn't.
Okay. Fans making fans eat shit for mod. What is with all these allegations this year of people like eating bodily shit? Like they eat shit or drink piss. Like what is happening? Is that accurate?
That is 100% true. Someone did eat shit for mod. However, Seth has claimed that he wasn't serious. Seth has claimed he wasn't serious about it. This guy was begging for mod. He just on VC. He's like, maybe V shit. Jokingly, wasn't serious at all, and the guy actually did it.
Okay, but he wasn't like actively making the guy eat shit, right? Like he wasn't like, dude, eat this shit and I'll give you mod. Is that his defense?
That's basically what he's saying. Other people, this is secondhand information from other people, because I wasn't around at that time, was saying the Seth gaslit the guy.
Okay, so they're stating that he was gaslit into eating poop. Oh my god, dude, what is up with these fucking degenerate people that make people eat poop?
All I know is I seen the video. I'm just gonna say that guy was smiling the entire time.
Wait, you saw the video of the guy eating poop?
Yeah, a long time ago. It's burned into my mind.
Can I just like, I'm gonna slash my own throat with this fucking coffee mug. Holy shit. I didn't need to know that. The racist and homophobic shit and the ableist shit, I'm like
just saying the
like
N-word,
edgy Discord shit.
Yeah.
Yeah, because the rest of the allegations are incredibly heavy, but all the other stuff I'm like, like half and half. The death threats, what's that one?
So it's not really death threats to other people. He is suicide baiting.
He's suicide baiting. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. There we go.
We have this. I have the screenshots and everything. But long story short, the main animator Omar, he's talking to Surfbone. Seth doesn't like that. We threatening like kill himself multiple times. Okay.
Jesus Christ. All right. So while we're waiting for Surfbone and the rest of them to join in, I want to go over this entire I don't want to go over the whole document. I want to go over like specific points. And I know that you are well versed in this document, correct?
The pedo one, not that much. I am well versed in the doxing one
Okay.
because I created that one.
Do you have that doc right now so we can go over that?
Yeah.
I'd like to go over that one, and then we can go into like the pedo allegation one, because I'm very curious about these. Again, we're just waiting until the rest of the guys come in, because I want to go over their videos in particular and the evidence that they've presented so far. That's like the most important thing to me.
This also goes over the Surfbone story.
It does go over the Surfbone story. Okay, so
Yeah,
then
this docs.
hopefully Surfbone. Yeah, okay, so you sent me a different one. All right, cool. So let me make sure that you can see this. You can see the slanderer and doxxer thing.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. Let's go over that real quick in depth. So let's see here. So what's the thing particularly that we should be focusing on this doc? Like the whole thing in its entirety, like the full, like I see Seth giving out real name and private Instagram account, because I know I saw that right here.
Yeah, that's him giving the Noodles' Instagram to Jade.
Okay, and then Jade is the individual known as the prolific doxer in the Discord, correct?
There's two different Jades.
Mm-hmm.
This one specifically, by the way, was 13 at the time.
Wait, what?
Seth is talking to a 13-year-old doxer.
So the individual that's a prolific doxer is a 13-year-old motherfucker
At the time, yeah.
And he gave him his full legal name, and then the guy went so what I understand, and this is Seth's defense that I'm taking out of his mouth, right? When I asked Pat God to ask that question, he said, well, it's not that big of a deal. His name's already public. So we can confirm that his Instagram name was public, correct?
Yes, but it wasn't linked to his
socials or anything.
Yeah, his YouTube or anything. This was completely different. The only person who knew it was him was Clyde, basically.
Okay, but he does have a public Instagram account. So what happened was, and this is my interpretation of it, correct me if I'm wrong. So Seth immediately sends this over to a prolific doxer who's a 13-year-old for some fucking reason. This individual went out of their way to not only locate Noodles, but to locate Noodles' family as well, and then proceeded to post the phone number of his mother in a Discord that has over 100 people in it, correct?
Yes, but that's not all. They actually tried to contact Noodles' work, but Noodles worked in the town next over, a different Little Caesars. They got the wrong Little Caesars place.
So they got the wrong information on which Little Caesars, but they found out what his job was.
Yeah.
Holy shit! What the fuck?
You can see the evidence in the doc.
All right. Let me pull it up here then, because I'm curious about this. So let's see here. Seth trying to get Jade to call Noodles' employer. Okay. Jaden is the individual who is the doxer, unless there's 2 or more Little Caesars in Blank City. He's lying because he said the place was closed, but it's not. Blank City is a very small place too, population of 4,000 people. Seth, I told you he lied to protect himself. You should still try to call those guys. Oh my God.
Yeah.
That is incitement for doxing, in my opinion, and especially saying you should try to call those guys. Now, there was a defense from what the fuck was his name? Krios or whatever the fuck his name was.
Oros.
Yeah.
We know him in the community as Ista.
Okay. So that individual was stating that these DMs may be falsified or fake. Is that true? I know with the pedo one, he was saying that it might be fake.
I don't know how he's saying these are fake.
Okay.
These came directly from Jade himself after him and Seth had a falling out, and he gave them 2 noodles.
Really?
Yeah. So, like, any Jade screenshot you see of him talking to Seth, Jade gave it 2 noodles.
Oh my God. Holy shit. That's fucking horrible. All right, let's see here. Jade dropping someone's IP. Now, is this someone or is this Noodles or anyone in the community?
It's the guy underneath named Justin. It was a random person. I don't. In Arrows Flames Discord, by the way.
Okay.
He just randomly dropped it. I was able to screenshot it before he went away.
All right. So who is Arrow? let me just ask that question. Who is Arrow? Everyone has like a story about Arrow, but he hasn't called in. He hasn't said anything publicly. He's just been lying low. What is his deal? Who is he in the community?
Arrow Flame was one of like Seth SS debaters he used to like not debate people.
Mm-hmm.
And eventually he just had a falling out with everyone else because he was like really sucking up to Seth.
Okay.
Like this man was sucking Seth dry.
Right.
He was, and well, he tries to blame Surfbone for the whole like false rape story because of Seth.
Right, and this is where Surf comes in. So this is the start of the Surfbone allegations, correct? That Seth insinuated on his name. Surfbone, you can unmute. Welcome to the stream, dude. I wish you came on for a not so crazy reason.
Man,
I'm sorry.
This has been a crazy day, and just like the just watching like the Cave stream right before this was just like first it was cool because my buddies Clyde and Noodles were getting their story out and everything. Then they started to bring other people in to like hear some counter arguments, and that's when Arrow came in. Mm-hmm. And one of the first things that he does to try to discredit anything that Noodles said was, "Oh, you're getting on Seth for this stuff, but you literally associate with Surfbone, who's a rapist."
Okay,
and then
so let me ask you this before we start saying that stuff, because people aren't going to know the situation at hand. So what I understand, and at least from what I understood from the videos that I was able to watch before this, right? Yep. There was a situation where a girl was drunk, right?
Yep.
There was a story being made and propagated by Seth that you raped this girl. Now, what is your side of the story that Seth is trying to kind of like downplay more or less? Like what is the thing that Seth is trying to do to you? I want to know that part.
So this is the weird thing, because how Seth views my current situation and how he views my story continuously changes depending on who's questioning him. So what the actual story was me and a girl were on a camping trip. And we both got insanely drunk. We both got thrown in a tent. And then she was the one who initiated and asked me if I wanted to have sex. And then we had it. And then something that they continued to like just not mention at all after the fact was that, because people like to say stuff like, oh, like it was some like Stockholm syndrome or something, that's the reason why we have a good relationship. But it's like, no, the reason we have a good relationship afterwards, the proof of that is that we ended up becoming friends with benefits, and we continued seeing each other after this.
Okay, so let me ask you this important question, because I feel like this is something that's been brought up, and Izzy can kind of like back me up on this one. At any point, did the girl come out publicly, privately, anything along those lines, stating that she was unable to consent to the act in the first place? I know you said you guys became friends with benefits, but we have to clarify that point, because that's Seth's big issue, is that she was too drunk or whatever the fuck. So are you about to say, to state here, right here and now, that she was completely fine with the interaction start to finish, and you were both legal in age?
Yes. And I actually, so here's the thing. So initially, after the first Twitch trial that happened against me, it was later after the fact I started having some fallout with a friend named Bleach Hub, where all of a sudden my friend Noodles was like having to confront him about the harassment him and his server back then were like subjecting me to. Right. And he was making a video. And one of the things that Noodles said that would be a good idea was to have to call the girl and actually get her to corroborate my story. And for obvious reasons, now I'm like, oh man, I thought I was being really embarrassed because I'm a really awkward person. So having to tell someone, yo, I just talked about like us having drunk sex on a camping trip to like 100 people in a group call, and I thought she was going to get mad at me for like talking about something really embarrassing, but she ended up being really sympathetic, especially of how people like interpreted it as rape and found it incredibly weird. And so she was willing to get in a call with me and actually was consenting to the fact that I can record her with her giving her interpretation of the events that happened, and she completely corroborated my story. And if I need to send you the recording of that, then I will.
Yeah, if you're comfortable sending that recording, you're more than welcome to. I'm sorry to cut you off, Izzy.
But I want to say that the recording is actually in the doc the way bottom, and you can see timestamps for the video.
Okay, so at the bottom, Seth and Jay DMing, telling him to agree. Seth using
it's
Jade.
like a little up.
Let's see here. Admitting Surfbone isn't just a rapist, just a liar. Whoa.
Up, right there. That link.
This one?
Yeah.
Okay. So you're in the live right now.
Yep.
Okay.
She did not want her name out there when we first made the doc, so I blurred it all out.
Okay.
Yeah, but unfortunately, when the second trial happened, which was after this recording initially happened, they just straight up took the raw recording and posted that on the internet so that people were capable of contacting her.
What
so
the fuck is going on here? This entire situation seems convoluted. It seems like the anime debate community is fucked in the head.
It honestly is, and I try to disassociate from it as much as possible, but it's just man, you should have seen how crazy it was getting into like the Keemstar stream, and something I had to think about in retrospect, like try to take myself out of the community. I'm like, man, they always have to like bring in like, oh, I need to bring in this guy. Oh, I need to bring in this guy. And they're basically exposing Keem to the entirety of the anime community and a bunch of like these big names in it.
Yeah, you could see Keem's face just being like, what the fuck is this retarded shit?
Oh yeah.
Like
yeah.
I've worked with
6 years of autism.
This is 6 years of a situation. Now, this is a thing that Pat God brought up that I think is a fair point. Now, it might rustle some feathers with people, but like, let me ask you, particularly Surfbone, this specific situation. These videos that have come out about Seth, why has it taken so long for people to release these kinds of videos, especially in negative light against Seth? Why wait so long?
Okay, so the thing is that initially Seth has a huge following, right?
Yeah.
Now, this is from me and Noodles' perspective because I was with Noodles throughout this entire situation, throughout all these years, so it's easier for me to give our perspective as opposed to Clyde.
Right.
But our situation was, he is a huge YouTuber, and everyone, and like Izzy can even like back this up. All of his viewers literally see him as God's gift to mankind. So he could literally just say whatever he wants in response to anything that we have to say, no matter how bad the evidence is, and just say, oh, that was just me joking. And that's what he ends up telling Keem on stream, was that it was all a joke. So, and when he was initially, and sorry if I'm like interrupting.
No, you're fine. I was just about to make a joke to Izzy. Doesn't that sound like someone familiar, Izzy?
Kind of does.
Doesn't it sound familiar to somebody I had to deal with recently?
Mr. Pancakes.
Mr. Pancakes. It sounds, because I understand where you guys are coming from. Because I had my own situation. A lot of people in the commentary community just had their own situation with someone else who did horrible shit under the guise of it was just a joke. So I know the feeling. And the guy's larger than me on my channel. He was the co-host on the Keemstar show before all the craziness came out. And I know what you're going through. Like, I couldn't tell with this person if it was a joke or not. And they were like an Andy Kaufman type character. But over time, their actions started to show that it wasn't a joke. And I know your feeling where you're like, oh, I want to talk about this. But the fan base is so fucked that they won't listen. And they'll probably harass you guys. Like, I understand the position of waiting to bring all this stuff out. You know what I mean? I get it.
There's something else that's like, so it was just the fact that we needed enough stuff to make it even like big enough to where people will get to notice or even take interest.
Right.
Because there's obviously in certain situations where people will come out with certain allegations or evidence against somebody, and then they'll just like, that's not that bad. I don't really care all that much. And people will just not really care. And then, especially in Clyde's situation, it's far, far worse because it was a situation where he literally had two options. He could either stay in his abusive household where he often like experienced violence nearly every day, saw his like had to like experience a lot of like really horrific shit, and something you see in the video. It's either continue to experience that or work with Seth and have him like pay him as an editor and move out. And at the time, he saw that as a better option. And once he got into that situation, now he felt trapped, and he tried his best to like find avenues to get out. But the thing was is that he had no family at the time that could even pay him out to pay Seth. And even then, Seth had already like stated that even if he paid him, that he was going to come after him in the real life.
Oh my God, what is it? I don't understand what Seth's MO is just to be a fucking douchebag? Is that like his whole shtick?
Well, that's something you will actually watch in the stream, is that he says he doesn't care whether or not people interpret his actions or to call him a douchebag or an asshole. He just cared about the pedophile label, which obviously, if you've watched his recent stream, it's kind of evident that that's no longer something that he can defend himself against. But he's always just corroborated that he's just an asshole, and that's just his character. But it's his entire personality at this point.
Right. Let's I want to watch this specific video in question because your allegation is the one that didn't get touched on a lot on the Keemstar show. They haven't talked about it, and I know that's something that's been like eating you up now that everything's coming out. So I want to give you your place to talk and show the direct evidence here. Now, again, I want to preface for the chat here. This is a phone call between the individual who is currently on the phone with us, Surfbone, and a girl that he had an intimate relationship with. Seth, the programmer, the individual in question who these allegations are being levied against, was using this situation to paint Surfbone as a rapist, which is not the situation at hand. So let's watch this video real quick and kind of like get an idea of what's going on.
Before you start, I just want to say, in the doc, at the way bottom, there's a bunch of timestamps. You could like... There's
a bunch of timestamps?
Yeah, for like certain quotes.
Okay.
It should be all the way at the bottom.
Way bottom.
Way bottom. All right, so let's see here. 434, the girl explains her side of the story. Okay, yeah, that's definitely something we got to listen to. So
there's a lot of filler. So just...
All right, perfect. That's totally fine. I don't mind like taking the time to go through this because these are huge allegations that are being levied against Seth, and then on top of that, him coming at you guys in the way that he's been doing it is something that needs to be dissected, and that's the whole point of this stream. I don't care if I get no fucking viewers or not. I just want to make sure that the corroborated evidence is stated here so that Seth can be seen for what he is, and that everybody he has tried to create allegations against are vindicated or at least defended at some point, and go through everything with you guys. So I want to watch this, and we're going to listen to the girl's side of the story, all right?
Surfton?
Yep.
No, Surfbone, the one that I have her username.
Fair enough. Okay. So, the situation with Surfbone, no, he's not a rapist. So, what happened was we both went to a camping trip and drank way too much, and it was a shitty situation. Don't get it twisted, but in no way is Surfbone responsible for what happened. I was the one who suggested it. He was in no way the initiator there. So yeah, we've talked it out and everything's okay. So
Right there, she clears you of any sort of allegations of rape right off the bat. So that's literally the first question, and she's already vindicated you and said it's not that big of a deal. We had sex. It's whatever. You know, it's not like she's going off and saying anything of, you know, like he did this, he did that, he's a rapist. Like there's nothing like that. And she even admitted it, that she suggested it in the first place. Let's see here.
One of the things that utterly disgusted me about it's not just like, so it's one thing to like come after someone. So if they were actually thought I was a rapist, then I understand them like misinterpreting things, right? But then I started getting more information that, like, especially when people were telling Arrow, the one who was mainly accusing me and was basically being Seth's lapdog throughout this entire thing, was, they're like, dude, the girl came out. And he told me if the girl came out, he would drop the entire thing. Then his first reaction to it was, who the fuck is this bitch?
Oh my fucking God. So he stated that if evidence was presented to him, he would let it go or at least put a retraction out. And when it officially happened, he's like, oh, I don't give a shit, is basically how he's doing it.
Well, the thing was is that they started diving into speculation and saying, well, either it's like, one, if it is the girl, it's Stockholm Syndrome. Or two, I paid some random girl that I know to get and call and say whatever hell I wanted her to say.
So,
Which I just
whoa.
like what did I do to like warrant this this what's it called, this like assumption that I am so capable of manipulation that I'm able to get someone to lie on my behalf just so like some Discord drama can calm down. Like,
yeah, no, it doesn't make any sense to me, because why do you, if you had to speculate as to why Seth did this to you, what do you think is the thing that sticks out to you the most? Like the first thing that comes to your mind?
Well, it's not that I think I know, because he was talking to my buddy Noodles, who literally interrogated him in his DMs, and he just said, and I quote, "I just wanted to bully a rapey boy based off a personal whim."
What? Based on a personal whim?
That's in the document.
Yeah, I know. I can tell it's in the doc. It's just it's shocking to hear it come from the guy that Seth is levying these allegations upon, where he says, "Oh, it's just because I felt like doing it." That is the most douchebag thing I've ever heard in my entire life.
Yeah.
The reason that I'm even covering this in the first place is because I had a situation like that, and Izzy knows about it, where I pissed that guy off we were talking about earlier, and he doxes my full name to over 1,000 people on a live stream. And he did it because he thought it was funny. Like I get it, but it's not a rape allegation, you know what I mean? Yours is much more significant. But him doing this just because is completely psychotic. Let's see here. So we have 653 confirms that Surfbone was also drunk. So that's another point of allegation that they're stating, is that you did it and you were sober, but you were also drunk.
Yeah.
Okay, let's listen to what she's got to say.
You probably weren't that drunk. And that was one of the points that they latched onto.
I think anyone that saw you with your hangover and the throwing up the next morning can say you were pretty fucking drunk.
Yeah, it was.
So you were both fucking wasted and you had drunk sex. I don't get why Seth would try. I don't get the reasoning to do this. Just because it's funny to him?
Yeah, like, so what's something that like Noodles is like talking to him about, and something that Seth was ending up having to backpedal on, was he just thought I was a loser and I looked like a virgin. So he had to like see, like, I just think he lied about the entire thing because he wanted to look cool in front of me or whatever. When I was initially telling the whole story to him. So
what the fuck? I am so Izzy, what the fuck is wrong with the anime community? What is wrong with your community, bro? I thought the commentary community was fucked in the head, bro.
It's a battle. So 90% of the biggest people who talk and are active are just people who just want to show off and have an ego boost.
But that's
we have people like Surfbone and Noodles who are just
doing their own thing. Fun. Yeah, they're doing their own thing. All this content is based on like anime character versus anime character, correct? Like this is the whole community.
Yes.
Like all you do is debate anime characters fighting people.
Yeah. Well, one of the things I get really frustrated about is that I want to keep reminding people that this is what we're doing. Is we're just doing this stuff for fun and to find truth in some bit because we enjoy talking about it. But then people just make it way too personal and they start making things all about themselves, and it becomes this hierarchy where if you lose a discussion or debate about two anime characters fighting each other, then all of a sudden that's like forever affiliated with your name. You are now publicly humiliated in front of everybody. You are now just given this label of, oh, you're a low tier, you're a high tier or whatever. And it's utterly just disgusting what this community has come to, and Seth was one of the main people that propagated this type of like behavior, especially because he literally created this debate group of like some of like the best debaters on Discord to like basically have them go after people as these black op mercenaries, so then he can and puts himself on the pedestal, like the very top of this debate group, just to say, oh, if they beat him, then I'm better than them.
Oh my God. This literally sounds like the Twitch politics community almost, like with Vosh, Destiny, Hassan. It sounds like there's just internal struggles between a bunch of fucking debate bros. Jesus.
Seth has even dabbled in that community as well.
I'm not surprised. People that do debate style content, and Izzy knows this, anyone who does debate style content, doesn't matter what the context is, doesn't matter what their fucking content is, they always find themselves in the political community eventually. Like,
Yeah.
It's just how it happens. So let's go over the next timestamp. Because she confirmed that she didn't black out, but doesn't recount her throwing up on her mattress. Okay, so she here. Let's listen to that real quick.
That you were blacked out, drunk.
I don't think I ever blacked out, but I'm sure I did with the mattress thing because I don't remember at all.
Okay.
Yeah. Well, because like it's like basically they are trying to say like, well, she doesn't remember anything, and it's like, but no, you've told me many times that you remember certain things, you just don't remember all of it.
So all she did was throw up on a mattress. I don't understand that. This video wasn't enough for people to be like, yeah, you know what, you're not a rapist. Is that what we're going with here? Is that this actual confession call with this girl, with all of this information, people were still saying you were a rapist?
Yes, and it was because it literally baffles me to this day that Arrow had the fucking gall to go on Keemstar's stream and first say like, "Oh, Noodles, you're one to talk because you're the one who defended a rapist named Surfbone," even after many people, even including Swagkage, like was willing to admit that he was wrong for just assuming that Seth was telling the truth about him, about me, and just saying like, "Oh, I don't," because the thing is, Noodles and Swag had a beef that Seth instigated where they were debating these two anime characters, and they didn't finish their initial debate that was like live on YouTube, and they were going to have a part 2, and then Seth told them that it was bad optics because Noodles defended a rapist. So he's like, okay, I won't do it. And then he ends up clearing my name after learning the truth about me.
Jesus fucking Christ.
I also want to add on that Noodles and Aeroflame did debate eventually, and Aeroflame got destroyed so badly he had to change it by saying that Surfbone and the woman raped each other.
I did hear about that. How do you hold on? How do you rape each other?
Yeah, that's just like it kind of helps provide you with like the evidence that like these guys didn't care whether or not I was a rapist or not,
right?
Because they're willing to throw they're really throwing their victim under the bus. Like, if she was your victim, why are you just treating her like shit and you're gonna call her a rapist too? Like, what's the point in that?
I think it was just them grasping at straws and they jumped to a conclusion because they just wanted to make you look bad no matter what, or make Noodles look bad in the conversation. That's like that's like going into a politics argument on like abortion and being like, well, you know, like abortion's murder. It doesn't matter how you look at it. And it's like, what? You know what I mean? Yep. It doesn't matter. Whoever's pro-choice, pro-life, I don't really care. But like that's the level of retarded almost, where they just make a blanket statement that everyone's like, but there are nuances to it. And they're like, nope, there's nothing else. And you're like, what? Like, what are you talking about? We can have a more in-depth conversation. Nope, they raped each other. What do you mean? That doesn't make any sense. Yes, they were both drunk. Yes, they were on a camping trip and they fucked. Wow, that's such a fucking terrible thing. I don't.
Yeah, one of the theories that some of my friends have, even the ones that have personally known him a lot more than I have, is that they think that Seth is just a virgin and that he actually has never had a real experience with a woman like that. And because whenever he hears stories like that, he basically starts like doubting it and getting really offended in a way.
So basically what you're saying is some people think Seth is a fucking virgin and he got mad that you got some.
Yeah, literally. And that was one of the things that I often have to like tell people is like the craziness of the anime community is that they're like so on about like trying to get me like it's like basically a bunch of virgins debating about whether or not I lost my virginity due to rape or whatever. It's just
holy shit.
It's the craziest shit.
That doesn't make any fucking sense.
Yeah.
Holy fuck. All right, let's see here. So we have another timestamp pulled up. 11:09 confirms again that she doesn't think Surfbone is a rapist and that she doesn't regret her actions. So let's let her say that so that we can give full context to it.
I got you.
So yeah, because you basically agreed that I did not rape you, and that essentially you don't regret that situation happening.
Correct.
Okay. Yeah. All right. Because again, this.
So she literally just says right off the bat, no rape, zero, none, nada. I'm like incomplete. I can't get over the fact that Seth was trying to propagate a fake rape story just because he didn't like you.
Yeah.
That doesn't.
And that was just how he. Yeah. I honestly don't get it to this day. And everybody. This is literally why like a bunch of his friendships. Like there's some people like Webcam Parrot and Noodles and other people I know. Basically, they're like, dude, this is the final straw. I'm done with him. Like, he was so willing to go out of his way to not only privately record the instance that I told him that story, but then try to weasel out of it saying that he wasn't involved with it. And then continue to, like, say, oh, I either think if he's telling the truth, he raped her, but I'm just going to grandstand that he lied about it.
Jesus fucking Christ. But he was propagating it in private DMs and in group chats or whatever in VCs that you did do that you went on that, even though he has this video as evidence.
Actually, here's something else to chew on, because we also it's funny enough because Arrow is the guy that's trying he's the lapdog that's trying to mainly accuse me, right?
Right.
So he gets into a call with my buddy Webcam Parrot, who's calling Arrow out in DMs. He accidentally, in his like recording that he posted to YouTube, exposes his DMs with Seth, where Seth is sending him articles about rape in California, which is where I'm originally from, and was trying to like paint it as if what I did was against the law, and then said, you need to get in contact with the boyfriend so we can get him in legal trouble.
What? Bro.
Because like at the time that we had initial sex, she had a boyfriend that she was, although she's not with him anymore and wasn't with him a few weeks after that. But that was like, basically I told them that story nearly a year after the fact. So I don't know why they were trying to get in contact with a boyfriend. They didn't even know where he is, who he is, or whatever.
Right. But fucking hell. That's what there's no reason to go around this. The community just seems like it's pro everything that I really don't like false rape accusations. You have doxing that, and I know Swagkage's here. Thank you for joining us, Swag. The situation being on the doxing stuff and your false rape accusation is completely fucked. And I know we just talked about it, Swag, but you're also on the same page that at least from what I understand is that Surfbone and the propagation of the allegation that Seth has made is false against Surfbone, correct?
Yeah, as far as I'm aware.
Okay, but at one point did you believe Seth, or like what happened with that?
Well, so the thing is, Seth and I were really close friends, and I considered him. So I actually spoke to him very this might sound unrelated, but I promise it is relevant.
Of course.
So I spoke to Seth right after Clyde's video went up because I wasn't sure if I was going to do it or not. But after Clyde posted this video, Seth made a tweet at Clyde like, "Hey, how about we hash this out like men? Why are you like hiding from me and dropping this video instead?" And so I don't know if Seth didn't watch the video or something, but there were a lot of screenshots in the video of Seth talking shit about me behind my back, like really like bad shit, like he fucking hated me. And I go and hit him up, and I'm like, "Hey, you don't want to talk to me first?" And he was like, "What specifically did you want to talk about?" I don't think that he like knew that those screenshots were in the video. He was kind of trying to get me to reveal what I knew so that like maybe he could conceal it. Like, I don't know. But anyway, we talked it out, and he eventually did admit to, saying all of this like horrible, evil shit about me, and like telling people that he like hated me and stuff. And he was just like, "Yeah, sorry, I just thought that like you weren't like my friend or whatever. I thought that you were talking shit about me behind the scenes too." And I was like, "No, dude, like you made that shit up in your head. You created an enemy out of me for no reason, because I've defended you to like everybody I know. Like any close friend of mine or any like YouTube associate of mine who's ever had anything bad to say about Seth before this situation will tell you that I would be like, no, come on, Seth's cool. He's not actually like that. He's really chill in person. It's just a persona, that type of thing. I defended him to everybody. I thought that we were like really, really good friends. And so like somebody who I considered a good friend, normally I would just trust him whenever he told me anything. I've actually been asked a couple of times about this, like, so wait, were you aware of like these pedophile allegations and this type of thing before? It's sort of similar with the Surfbone rape accusations, where like I had seen the doc vaguely with all of the pedophile allegations, and Seth was just like, he sent it to me preemptively, so I didn't read the whole thing because he was just like, yeah, you know, they're cooking again, they're trying to take me down again. I was like, oh no, that sucks. And he just told me that none of it was serious. He told me the people in the screenshots, some of the screenshots weren't him. So I was just like, yeah, okay, cool. And right after this kind of like sort of public spectacle, I guess, between me and Noodles.
I don't mean to cut you off. I just want to make sure. Which doc in particular are you talking about? You talking about the doxing one?
No, the doc about all of the like
the predator,
the underage. Yeah, the predator like underage one. Yeah.
Okay.
I heard a little bit about the doxing, but I just never took it seriously because Seth told me like not. So it's like whatever, right? I probably should have paid more attention to it, which I mean, I imagine that I'll have a chance to talk about later. But as for the Surfbone thing, so this came up. It was really weird, and in hindsight, I feel dumb for not noticing how odd it was. But I was talking to this guy, Noodles. We were doing this like big public debate spectacle thing, right?
Right.
We were debating this like Naruto matchup. And Seth had been like setting it up for a while. And after this debate with Noodles, Noodles is one of the guys who's been in Keemstar's stream for most of the time.
Yeah, I've watched his video in particular because of the doxing situation. I'm well versed on his video more than I forgot the other guy's name. Clyde's video. Clyde's video was 3 hours. I maybe got an hour in, and I was like, "Shit, we gotta get these guys."
Definitely more condensed for sure.
Yeah, it was much more condensed to his situation more than anything, but it gave like a good bird's eye view on the situation of like what I should expect. You know what I mean?
Yeah. So right after I had this like debate with Noodles, I don't know if it was like an optics thing or whatever, but we were gonna do a round 2, and Seth was like, "Yeah, you shouldn't because Noodles is a racist." And he's best friends with a rapist. And he started telling me all this stuff about Surfbone. And I was like, oh. And the thing is, I didn't know Noodles. And we had just gotten out of a very heated conversation where, you know, we were both kind of yelling at each other. I thought Noodles was being kind of stupid. He had talked about like wanting to take me down for years, right? So I didn't really have any reason to like take Noodles' side here. And I thought that Seth was my friend. I know now that he wasn't. So I was just like, yeah, okay. And I, you know, no grain of salt or anything like that. I just took Seth at his word. And then I spoke to like 8 different people who were all like, yeah, this isn't true. I've heard the girl who was involved in the situation come forward and explain it and all this sort of stuff. So yeah, like, I mean, and considering all the other stuff that Seth has lied about, I just don't think there's any reason to take him seriously here.
Yeah, no, especially after going on the show, the Keemstar show and everything, and kind of like just blowing up his own spot. And they even confirmed that the 16 to 20, I believe 16 to 20 or 16 to 21 is the major issue. That he was hitting up that underage minor and everything, but you were aware of the grooming allegation situation, but didn't believe it, is basically what you were stating now, because he was your friend.
And well, the thing is, he didn't give me the same defense that he gave Keemstar on stream, and this is what I was trying to repeat, and I think he sounded really scared when I kept trying to bring this up. What he told me and what he told this other guy named Troy, who I'm pretty sure Surfbone knows about. I don't know anybody else, but I'm pretty sure Clyde is also familiar with Troy, a mutual friend. Okay, yeah. Seth is also definitely familiar with Troy because Six is a mutual like work associate of ours who we've made videos with. But Troy told me like the same thing, that Seth was saying to people that was not him in the screenshots, and we both thought it was really weird for him to change his defense to no, that is me, but it was just a joke, right? So I mean, like a lot of the time when these sorts of controversies would happen with him, it was like he would come to me or Clyde or somebody, like one of his close friends. I don't know if he did this with Noodles or anything, but he would sort of plant seeds of doubt in our heads preemptively. And then like when, you know, like the controversy came out and he was like, no, that's not true. You'd be like, oh yeah, of course, you know, my friend wouldn't do something like this. And he already came to me and cleared it with me preemptively. So like, I was just like, yeah, I never took it seriously. And I probably should have looked at it more closely in the past. And I feel really dumb for not doing it. But, you know, there was like no material proof. It was very easy to say that like all of the screenshots were faked, again, with like Noodles and the Surfbone situation. I was just like, I don't know Noodles, I don't know Surfbone, but I think that Seth is my my friend. So yeah,
it's understandable. You know, you're basically trying to help your friend out and be like, I'm going to take his word for it, but it ended up not being your friend whatsoever.
Yeah, exactly.
Jesus fucking Christ, man. This entire situation just keeps screaming in the worst ways imaginable of like everything that I don't stand for, especially when it comes to like, and Izzy knows, like a lot of the commentary community in particular just has a fucking issue with things like these. Like if you noticed how Keem was acting on the show, he was like, what the fuck is going on?
He was so mad. Yeah, I could tell.
He was pretty pissed the fuck off. I did want to ask you in particular because I think I saw your live stream. You unlisted it, correct? Is that yours?
Yeah.
Okay. So let me see here. So your particular live stream was just going over the situation in general and how you felt about it.
Yeah, it was more the like personal side of it, right? Where I was like, I'm gonna move past Seth. You know, we're distancing ourselves from one another. I tried to make it as amicable as possible. He understood that like personally and professionally, I couldn't really overlook the stuff that he'd been saying about me in the past. But the thing is, I didn't know like how serious all of the groomer stuff was,
right?
Because I kind of heard it before. And I mean, so I'm going to be completely upfront, right? While I was listening to Clyde make the video, I was like, oh, I don't know if this stuff is super serious. I'm sure Seth will be able to talk his way out of it.
Right.
I don't know if I like have a super developed opinion about it right now, because I still had like in the back of my head, I was like, yeah, you know, I think that Seth is probably going to be good here because like he's dealt with this stuff in the past. It might not be real. I didn't know though that like, you know, Clyde had contact with the victim and was that we were going to hear her side of the story and be like, yeah, you know, like Seth did all this stuff to me. He was asking me for nudes in order to get mod and like his server and stuff. So now that all of this other stuff has come out, I think my opinions, the things that I expressed in that stream last night are definitely a lot different. It's not like an, I hope Seth gets better type of thing.
I was just gonna say you're gonna need to make an update to that one. It's like my let's just say my opinions have changed.
Yeah. Because at first,
especially right now,
like, you know, Seth is like I guess a bad person, but it seems like he just has his own issues that he needs to work past. Maybe he can improve and not be like this type of person anymore. But like now with all of this extra stuff that's going on, that he's just been a serial abuser, a groomer, you know, like that's not the sort of stuff where you're just like, hey man, you know, you like
you can't really look past
he was
that.
Like into kids. Yeah, exactly.
The situation involving the kid thing, and I don't know if you've seen the doc just yet on the doxing and grooming stuff, Swagkage. We were going over that, so we just went over the video in question that Surfbone has been vindicated on the rape allegation. We were getting into some of the doxing stuff. What do you know about this Jade? What do you and Surfbone know about this Jade guy?
I have no idea.
No idea.
I would be the one to speak on that. So Jade is someone who had joined the community around the rightful age of 12 years old.
Oh my god.
And originally he was someone that like highly looked up to us and wanted to become a part of the community. But obviously due to Discord TOS, we cannot have him on our server, and we had to tell him that he had to leave.
Mm-hmm.
Then later on, we just decided we didn't want to associate him with it or whatever. And that just basically cultivated, and now it's turned into this full-blown obsession, and now he wants to come after us.
Okay.
And it just became this whole thing where now he's known as this guy that jumps from community to community, trying to become a part of it, start shit so that he can become big. And then it just basically went further and further downhill, where now he's found himself in the hands of Seth, where Seth had said he was 13 at the time when he was talking to him.
Mm-hmm.
And this is something you might like is
no.
So
I probably won't like it.
There's two things. One involves my situation. So remember how I said that Noodles was talking to him in DMs about the whole thing?
Yeah.
So he tried to say that, the reason why I recorded Surfbone when he was initially talking about his experience with the girl was because Jade, who supposedly was in the call when it happened, he's 13 and he found the situation very creepy. However, when Seth was like having some fallout with Jade at the time, Jade then exposed to Noodles with the DM saying that Seth had basically coerced him into lying about it.
Holy shit.
He said
so in the
he
doc.
said he said make
right.
yeah he said makes he's like, make it sound like you thought Surfbone was creepy when he was telling the story. And he's like, what? He's like, just do it.
Keep scrolling down.
Keep scrolling. All right, where are we? Mother's phone number. Noodles' mom has Seth best friend's Aeroflame. Jesus Christ, there's so much doxing situations happening here that I just can't wrap my brain around. Like, this is like an organized doxing campaign.
This is why the Noodles video was so much more concise, because we already deal with this. We made this doc in 2021.
Mm-hmm. So yeah, we initially tried to get after Seth a while ago, but this just didn't catch on. And eventually, when Seth addressed it on stream, he then got his YouTube management team to take down the doc.
Oh, what? Whoa! So let me ask Swagkage this, because he was under the impression that he was an associate of Seth's. At any point, Swagkage, did Seth ever tell you that he uses his YouTube management contact like that, where he'll take down any sort of criticism against him or any sort of allegations?
No, he's never heard said anything like that. No. I've never heard anything like that from him. In fact, he would typically make fun of people who do that type of thing to me. He's not like, I don't think he's super familiar with Hassan, but I don't remember. I think we got on talking about Hassan at one point. And I think he was like making fun of, this might have been a different person, but I think it was Seth saying that like, oh yeah, Hassan's really corny because, you know, he sometimes brings up using DMCA to get like stream VODs of his taken down or something like that. So Seth definitely never expressed this type of sentiment to me.
Okay. I was just curious about that. Now we're on the part where Seth is, and if you want to look Swagkage, you're more than welcome to, because I don't know if you've gone over the docs. You said you didn't go over the doxxer document yet. So there's a handful of things here, and we'll just recap for people that are joining the stream now. So here's a screenshot of Seth in regard to Noodles, that he was able to locate the name of Noodles, and basically through his Instagram gave it to the individual known as Jaden, who locked him down to a city location with over 4,000 people. And Seth, and can you confirm, guys, the two of you, that this is Seth's Discord name and profile at the time in 2020, or is that going to be difficult for you guys?
No, we have multiple screenshots where we have like similar stuff to this. And the thing is that the one that I particularly told you where Seth told Jade to lie, the only thing that changed was Jade's profile picture.
Okay.
Not that one.
Okay.
So,
okay.
Yeah.
Just making sure. Let's see here. So we already have the confession aspect. Let's pull up this. So this right here, I want to confirm with you. This is your face, right? That he posted in the Discord.
Me.
So
Yep.
Was your face public at any point? Like posted on any social media sites or anything like that? Or did they dig this up somewhere?
So the only person, so here's the thing. Here's the reason why I know Jade was cooperating with Seth on this whole thing, was the only person I had sent that to was Jade at the time. And we actually have also other screenshots where other people like Aista, or who now goes by Kuros, he literally was telling like Kuros to send him my face, in which he then posts in the server.
Oh my
for
god!
Them to like, for them people to start spam pinging me with it, and like started like putting like rape shit on it. And I actually have screen recordings of that same server where they were spamming it.
Oh my fucking god!
That's not in the doc.
That's not on the doc?
No, sadly.
No, I can send it to you.
That's you're more than welcome to send it to me. Basically, again, we want to go through everything. I want you and Swagkage's opinions on everything. I want to go through the evidence. Maybe Swagkage hasn't seen things, or other people haven't seen things that I'd like to show everybody. So basically, it's not just being on the same page. It's just kind of like organizing this entire mess of a situation, because it seems like the blood sports is great entertainment, but it's not keeping the situation cohesive. Honestly, that's at least how I'm looking at it. I don't know if you guys think differently, but that's just what it is. Let's see here.
Here's Seth asking for my my face.
Okay, let's see here. So now we have a DM pulled up of Seth. Let's read here. Hey man, you left. Well, first off, okay, so this is you talking to someone else, and then
this was that was actually what, because the common thing, and I'm sure Swag can actually back this up, is that Seth constantly changes his profile picture and his name constantly. So it's not,
he does
like,
it all the time, yeah, like very, very frequently.
For what reason would he do that? Just to like be able to fuck with people? Is that what you guys are alleging, or is it just because he likes to do that?
I thought it was just quirky at first, like, to be completely honest. It might be because, like, he doesn't want certain things that he said traced back to him. But, I mean, that's just speculation, right? I can't say for sure.
Yeah, that definitely comes across as speculation. I was just curious because that's a weird thing to do, is constantly change your name and profile if this is his Discord server, right, that he's doing this in?
Yeah. This is this was in a separate server. Well, that one is in DMs.
Okay.
But it was like done in a server called the Thunderdome at the time. It's called something different, but yeah.
Apparently, Seth. Some people are leaking into the stream saying that Seth just dropped the N-bomb on Keem's stream, so that's going well over there.
Oh yeah.
No way. No way.
Bruh, this is going great.
He's going nuclear. He's literally going nuclear.
He's going nuclear right fucking now, but we're focusing more on the evidence aspect versus the blood sports. So let's keep that part out.
So yeah, this is the screen cap of when I went back into that server just to like, man, it was not great having to go back in there just to grab this stuff.
Yeah, no,
so
I can only imagine.
So that deleted user, like AD0, that's stuff you'll find in Noodles' stream and in Clyde's stream, where they'll have that exact same deleted user.
Okay, perfect. So this, yes, yeah, I'm gonna go all out. I'm going to act, bro. Go balls in. Show me Surfbone's face reveal now. Oh, that's such a bad DM, bro. That's so bad. Ooh, asking for the face reveal. That's fucked up. You shouldn't, like, I get it. You sent it to somebody and it got leaked and all that shit, but like him asking for this is bad.
Yeah. Well, no, I definitely just admit that I was really gullible.
It happens
back then, and I was very easy manipulated. Something that's also Izzy was even there to witness this was obviously I sent you the screen cap of him posting it in the Discord.
Right. Okay. Jesus fucking Christ. All right, so here we go. Let's pull this up. Can I please open this? Is it not gonna do it? Okay, fuck you then. Hold on. No, I love when Discord tries to fuck with me. There we go.
Yep.
All right, I got it pulled up. Let's watch this real quick.
So that's a deleted. That's me.
Okay.
I've already posted it before, so I don't care if it's something that people
it's
see
seen now. Okay.
There's people spamming it.
So now they're all just laughing at it. They're spamming it in the Discord the entire time. Jesus.
They even made text over it.
Oh my God. Wait, what were some of the texts? I just saw one that had text.
It was just I cream pie 4 times.
Oh my fucking God. So not only are they face doxing you, they're making jokes about face doxing you in a Discord. How many people are in this Discord, guys?
Something that Arrow had corroborated when he was talking to Webcam Parrot in the Discord call that he did was 96 people were in the VC when this was happening.
Oh my!
Just the VC.
Just the VC, and the exact number I assume is like way higher than that.
Yes.
Yeah.
Jesus fucking Christ, dude! Holy shit! Hold on, Keem just texted me. I'm gonna ask him something. All right, cool. I just asked him that. Maybe I'll get a response. But fucking hell, so they were just fucking with you. They face doxed you. It just seems like this is what the community, like I was stating before, this is what the community does. Like, nobody fucking cares. Is it just, like, normal for people to, like, dox each other in these communities?
It originally wasn't. I think Izzy can kind of, like, back this up. Back when Seth's old server was kind of like the main place to be, it was kind of just you would have these Team Rocket villains that would just say dumb stuff about anime scaling, and it wouldn't have gone any further from that. There would be like the occasional weird person that'd be super obsessed with a certain person. They try to like find stuff out, but nothing really came of that. But then it went into like a couple of years later, and now this is something that a lot of people are doing and now are associating themselves with, and that's like what Jade has done. And Seth, we even have like screenshots of Seth literally trying to defend Jade, saying, oh, well, they doxed him first, so he's okay with doing it to other people.
That's, oh my God. That doesn't mean that it's okay. And
no, it's not.
Well, Swag was watching the live stream too. I reached out to Pack God, and I DM'd him and I said, hey, like in regard to the noodles thing, like the doxing thing, Seth's response was something I kind of should have saw coming, where he was like, it's no big deal. Like, I don't really care. Like, who the fuck cares?
That was insane.
That
was so insane. He was like, yeah, I used to be an asshole, but whatever. It's like, oh my God, no, it doesn't work that way.
No, once you're labeled as a doxer, you're fucked. Like, that's just how it is. And if you play the ignorance of like, I don't really care, it doesn't play out well for you. And Izzy knows how that goes in this community and YouTube in general. If you're a doxer, you're done. You're done.
Yeah.
It like doesn't matter. Like the second that the word doxing or pedophilia or grooming gets put up, it's done. You know, the doxing and grooming is, I mean, the grooming part, people are arguing that. I know Keem said something, and I saw you in the chat, Swag, being like, what the fuck? the 4-year age.
You know what's funny? You can actually look at this. I'm pretty sure it's still there. Where Seth had actually a couple days earlier had like jokingly told someone that he was getting into like, that he didn't like the comment of. And he's like, can you click on this image real quick? And he's just like, what? And then he said, that was a grabber image. Thanks for the IP. I'm now done with this conversation.
So this is in the doc right here. There's also 2 recordings of Seth that help reinforce what I'm saying. The first recording is Seth admitting another user and known doxer of the community was named, I don't know how to pronounce that name. Leon was one who grabbed my Instagram and basically admits he was involved. So this is a audio log from the doxer, correct? Not Seth?
That's Seth talking about Leon.
Oh shit! All right, let's listen to that.
Dude, you know how I allegedly doxed him by him publicly commenting with his real like name on his Instagram under Clyde's shit. When Leon looks at his fucking Clyde's Instagram and sees him commenting, bro. So
yeah, that was literally Leon who did it.
So, bro, we whipped out the grabber link for that one. Like, it wasn't his public fucking name on his Instagram on Clyde's DMs, bro. Not DMs, on his public post, like, with his face on it.
Jesus fucking Christ. Holy shit. This is getting worse by the minute. And then, what is it, Swag? Were you familiar with the story about the mom? Like, Noodle's mom's number was posted in the Discord. Were you?
I only heard about that really recently. Pretty much, I think today actually might be the first time I heard about it. Maybe it was like a couple days ago because I was in contact with Clyde in the days leading up to this video being posted. I was just trying to figure out how I was going to, because I mean, obviously, I would need to put out a statement, and I wanted to get ties with Seth. So like, I spent a couple days talking to them, figuring out what to say and whatnot. I might have heard it then, but I it sounds vaguely familiar, but I remember hearing it today and being like, oh wow, that's kind of crazy. So it's definitely something that I only very recently became aware of regardless.
Oh my fucking God. And now I'm seeing Seth's Twitter from January 25th. Can you click this picture and tell me what his profile photo is? My account is going into negatives for this. I have to live for this laid off. Please delete your channel. Save my life. It looks like a statue version of Vishnu. Sorry, only request. Thank you for clicking my grabber image. Now that I have your IP, I don't need to continue this convo. Goodbye. Is that just an edgy joke, or is he fucking serious?
Luckily, we did get like some people to like check if that was an actual grabber image, and luckily it isn't. So it just seemed like a really edgy joke. But the thing is that Seth is known for making a lot of edgy jokes that he just says, "Oh, it was just a joke, bro." Like when he said that he wanted to throat fuck a 4-year-old.
Yeah, that.
Yeah, like you can't just say that shit, bro.
No. Like even Keem had a good point. So did Pat got. It's like, yeah, I've made edgy jokes for fucking years, but I've never said the words like what you've stated is the 4-year-old thing. That to me is what shocked me a little bit. Like, yeah, edgy fucking joke, but that is an edgy joke that's like, God damn, dude.
Yeah.
Like, there's no reason for that. You can make jokes all fucking day, but the minute you're talking about deep throating a fucking 4-year-old, I'm like, that's pushing my fucking boundaries of like way fucked up. Like,
yeah, it definitely should. It's weird.
Yeah, no, it's 100% weird. And now with all the other stuff, with the satire girl and everything, it's hard for me not to be like, this dude fucked it.
And here's the thing, satire isn't the only one. That's the only one that's been able to be even available for all this stuff and is willing to speak out against Seth. There's like the Kai girl that like Clyde was talking about in his own stream, that he said it, depending on how Seth responds to the video, that he was going to reveal more about that conversation.
Holy shit.
Where basically, actually, I think Seth had admitted that like he had like verbally abused her and
Yes.
like called her like autistic and shit, and would and was saying some really important stuff.
Just to like kill her, to basically whittle down her self-esteem, right?
Yeah.
Just to,
so this situation is actually what caused me to reach out to Clyde, because my fiance Alyssa is friends with this person, and she found out from this person about what had been happening.
Oh God.
And we found out because Clyde reached out to that person, and so I reached out to Clyde like, whoa, what's going on? Because I mean, I was willing to cut Seth off over that. Because that was like really weird and like fucked up, and it was at odds with a lot of stuff he had told me in the past. And then I spoke to Clyde, and he was like, yeah, I have this like video coming out with a bunch of extra stuff in it. Like, you have no idea the sort of stuff this guy has been up to. So yeah, I can definitely confirm that happened. He definitely abused this person. He took advantage of the power dynamic between them, where, I mean, he just has so much more power than like an average person would. And he was asking for her to like fly down there and shit like that, instead of going to visit her like, you know, a normal person. Let
me ask you this, because he was confronted about the fly down thing on the Keemstar show, and he's adamantly denied that. But you're saying that there is evidence stating that he was like fly down here.
Yes, at the very least to this person. Not, I don't know if I have evidence for the underage girl, but this person, this was fairly recent. Yeah, he definitely did it, and that's what I was trying to say to Keem, actually, that there's a precedent for him trying to do this stuff. You know, he's asked this
bit
person
of a pattern
at
of
the very least,
behavior.
I know. Yep, exactly.
Oh my fucking God!
He's an actual monster. He's an actual monster, and I'm just getting DM messages just saying that the situation on the Keem stream is getting worse.
All right, what is happening? Wait, God damn it! I wanted to bring you guys off, but I didn't realize Keem was going to keep going on this long. All right, let me see here. Let's just click on it and see what's happening.
All right.
Oh God, Brantley's involved.
I do feel when someone else is being racist, I have a right to cover on drama.
Oh God, they're talking about racism. Okay, I don't care.
Yeah.
I checked and I just heard Keem say, I was a 26-year-old child.
No.
I think he misspoke. Okay.
There's sometimes I miss working for Keem just because he says shit like that.
Yeah.
Oh God. All right, let's keep going through this. So what is this? Let me ask you guys this. What do you know about this thing that he keeps calling the Cold War, digging up information on a guy named Parrot?
So again, Seth likes to literally glorify a lot of stuff. So he was aware that Noodles was trying to get all this stuff against Seth to expose him. And essentially, Seth, at the same time, instead of trying to find stuff where, because there's no real like bad evidence against Noodles for being a monster like he is, or like him manipulating or doing any of this abhorrent shit, he was just literally trying to find out personal information. And the one that you're just about to listen to is he thought that Parrot, who is another good friend of ours, was in on the quote unquote Cold War. And he's like, I got someone to find out his full fucking name. And I was just going, and he's like, I was going to like tease the fact that I had known his full name by dropping like his initials in the video.
Holy shit. All right, let's listen to this just to like give context to that.
Yep.
And Parrot, here's something that's interesting, by the way. Noodles might be interested in this as well. So, I thought Parrot.
All right, so I gotta get out of here.
So
Yeah, of course, Swag. You're more than welcome to call in another later if you want or whenever.
Okay,
you're always welcome.
Absolutely.
Bro. Thanks you for coming in and
me.
clearing that shit up, man.
Of course. Yeah. Have a good stream.
Yeah, of course, Swag. Thanks. All right, thank you, Swag, Kage, for that. Hopefully, you'll come back later and fill in any gaps that are necessary. But honestly, this is getting out of control, and he's filled in a lot, so that's great. Let's listen to this clip right here and see what the fuck Seth has to say. Oh my God, I can't believe this is a thing that's happening right now.
And Parrot, here's something that's interesting, by the way. Noodles might be interested in this as well. So, I thought Parrot was in on the Cold War, so I was starting to dig up information on Parrot, right?
What's the point of digging up information on people just because he thinks that they're going to betray him? Is that what's happening here?
Yeah, he's like an absurdly paranoid person because he knows there's bad evidence against him. Like literally, we were told. Oh man, Swag was just in here. Clyde can actually back this up whenever he gets on.
Yeah, hopefully he'll come in when the scheme's done.
But you know the 60-page doc that was dropped on him?
Yeah, the groomer one.
Yeah, he got so paranoid about how that was coming out. He was like debating about with them whether or not he should actually move.
What?
Yeah, because he didn't know how bad it was going to be when that whole thing came out. But because he basically hired Ista and like literally paid him to defend him in the doc, and he then goes on stream, something that Clyde can corroborate, and it's on YouTube. When he goes through the initial document, including the one that Izzy made, he doesn't look at the evidence. He just looks at what was said about them. So while you clicked on them, he didn't.
Okay, so wow, are you serious? So this whole an entire document drops on him, right? Doesn't read any of the evidence on a live. I assume this was a live stream or a video. We have to clarify that.
Live stream.
It was on a live stream. Okay, so he's on a live stream. He has the opportunity to click through all of this and quote unquote potentially vindicate himself, but he ignores all the evidence and just goes like an example. Like, let me just pull up like a random part here. Who is SethTheProgrammer? Seth's history of sexually engaging with minors. He'll just go, that's not true. Catherine is bullshit. Like he would just say that.
Basically. That's how he took apart Izzy's document, and that's how people just thought it was bullshit. But now that was like, so when people were in like PackGod are like, oh, why did you try coming out like this? He's like, because we have tried it, and something that I literally had to keep myself out of, because a friend of mine that Seth even like, he backs up this story, but he doesn't name him, but his name was Nairobi. He had to tell me in private when this doc was going to be coming out that Death had threatened me, saying if he comes out against me in the whole false rape story, then he will stream my story, and that he will say whatever the fuck he wants in order to defend himself, and will lie and blanket over me with his massive audience.
Holy shit.
And he's like, I feel bad for him, so just tell him to stay out of it, and I won't say anything.
Jesus fucking Christ. Kristen Ark telling you all this is a collective, has a track record of everything because he nukes certain things. I'm willing to bet he didn't even watch Clyde's video. From the way that he's responding to everything, I don't think he's seen Clyde's video.
No, you know what he told his audience on Twitter? He told them that he went through it. He used like the speed up function and went on 2x speed and saw the video.
Oh god. Well, he doesn't seem like the kind of person that watches it 2x. Like, I'll watch it 2x speed because I'm used to it. I had to like dig up so much information on fucking Ethan Klein for Keem, but like but I'm used to 2x. He doesn't seem like the kind of guy that's used to that, and especially with a 3-hour video with massive amounts of evidence and calls and stuff, that you shouldn't be watching it at 2x. Maybe like 1.5 at the maximum, but even then it's a video on you. You should sit through it and pay attention to the video that is exposing you for your your awful fucking behavior.
Yeah, like, and the thing was is that he basically made a comment not even like 2 hours after it was uploaded, telling Clyde, he's like basically trying to gaslight him, saying this is not the nuke you think it is, and I'm gonna eventually make a response. I'm like, how do you watch a video that's almost 3 hours long in supposedly less than 2 hours?
Jesus Christ.
And then say, yeah, this video is bullshit.
Well, it just seems like that's his MO. And now we have another screenshot here. So the allegation levied against him involving the doxing thing is that he also will put the blame on others, even though he's asking for the doxes in the first place. Like the face dox, we've already confirmed. Then there's the other dox where he goes, here's the full name of this individual. And then that doxer goes out and finds the information on Noodles. This photo here is, I assume it's him putting the blame onto others. Let's read that real quick, because this is how doxers operate, right? Like, they'll be like, I never really doxed anyone. I got someone else to do it for me, which is fucking retarded. So let's see. Gotcha. Well, I didn't want to get on him at all, but Leon and I don't know how to pronounce that guy's name. Lista?
It's Ista.
Ista was the guy from before. Okay, so that's the retard that was on the Keemstar show being like, this is all like 90% of these docs are fake.
Yep. That's the lawyer, and that's the one that also Seth paid to try to get him to go after Abraham, who made the document. So like he didn't have to.
Holy fucking shit. And Keem immediately sniffed out that guy's bullshit and was just like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah. Well, it was because Seth had already ousted him before he got on the stream. So I figured it was easier for Keem to be like, this guy is fucking full of shit.
Yeah, I could see it on Keem's face that he was like smelling bullshit. Let's see here.
He left just to go grab alcohol and came back.
Yeah, no, that's not Keem being performative. Well, that's Keem being performative at the same time. You can tell the frustration on his face. Let's see here. I mean, you just posted his DMs and the recording of our conversation, recording we had no idea even existed, and I don't want to gamble on whether or not Surfbone is a rapist with me being complicit. So I definitely do think you played a part in that shit. I just told you why. Even if Arrow is the primary culprit. Holy fucking shit, dude.
So this is why he didn't initially participate when people were like, because he basically coerced this like entire group of like accusers, which include the guys you just listed, which were Arrow, Leon, Ista, and also Jade.
Okay.
And he basically, throughout the entire trial, had acted like he was the witness and basically was the one that provided evidence.
Oh my!
And he acts like that these guys forced him to participate, which is just really like, again, we have like a lot of receipts that just prove that that's not the case.
Right.
But it's just like, really, what can they have on you that supposedly now you're just forced to publicly falsely accuse someone of rape, and then also have like receipts of you trying to tell them, hey, get in contact with the boyfriend of the girl that Surfbone had sex with to get him thrown in jail.
Fucking hell, dude. There's another DM here where he apparently apologizes about you, but still makes fun of your appearance. Surfbone, leave this thing alone. Don't talk to anyone about this again. In what context is he saying this? Is it the rape thing or?
Yeah, he basically was telling me to never talk about it again.
So he's telling you to not talk about the false allegation, a very, very, very heavy allegation against you that is false. He's like, don't talk about it.
Yep.
What an asshole! He was the one who did it. He's the one who propagated it.
Yeah.
Oh my God. All right. Hey, I wanted to say I'm sorry for making fun of your appearance during the court thing. I don't think I was in the wrong for recording or anything, but I do feel like attacking you on that appearance level was uncalled for. But what about the rape thing?
Yeah. So
no apology for that?
So yeah, you notice how that's 4 days afterwards?
Yeah.
That was because Noodles got on him so hard about, one, recording me and us without our knowing at all.
Right.
But then secondly, then posting my face and making fun of my face publicly, and that was the only thing he was willing to apologize for.
Jesus.
It was just this half-assed apology that I just felt like was utter bullshit, and that he actually didn't feel sorry for at all, because then he corroborated that same response with, oh, but I don't feel sorry for recording you.
Oh my fucking God. This guy is just digging him a deeper hole every time I see these.
And here's the thing, too. This is something that's really funny. You're going to love this because this kind of talks more about the anime community as a whole. So this is about how Seth changes his intent on recording me. So originally he tells Noodles when it was happening, oh, I recorded him because I thought he was a loser and I wanted to like expose him on a personal whim. Right. Then later tells Clyde and eventually one of our buddies, Omar, who's like the main head animator of Naruto vs. Ichigo, like the big project that he was like hyping up to high hell.
Which I wanted to ask you about after this.
Yep. Yeah. He had told them that it was because there were two individuals that he felt he didn't go hard enough on and didn't record when certain situations happened. One of them was a guy called Tippo that Clyde could definitely talk to you about, who was exposed for being an actual pedophile.
Oh, fuck.
And the other one was another guy named Cross, who was involved in his SS debate group, who had apparently, what was it? He had like what's the word I'm looking for? Bragged about uppercutting his mom and like beating her.
What? Dude, what the fuck is wrong with your community? What, does anime just make these people fucking insane, bro? What is happening?
Anime apparently just talk about who's stronger does this.
Apparently talking about is Kratos. Can Kratos defeat the Elden Ring? Itachi versus Pain.
That shit. DJs.
These people are degenerates.
If you want to if you click on that video and you go to like comments and click newest, a bunch of new comments come up about the whole like pedo stuff, and they are just going after him hard.
Wait, following in EDP's footsteps. Oh god damn. The sad thing is that Seth won't face many repercussions for what he's done. His career is done, but he stated multiple times he doesn't feel motivated doing this and has talked about retiring before. He's also very rich. He made tons of money over the years. Oh my god. Seth more like Seth trying to find that hidden undercover cupcake.
That next video has to be.
It's the funniest thing. The funniest thing was this is the first time we have not seen almost an inkling of that same audience that praised him like he was God gift to mankind, to the point where Moist Critical was like being told that, and he's like, "Man, I don't see any of them right now. None of them are saying anything."
Yeah, I saw that Critical talked about it like very briefly, but still, bro, Jesus Christ. Let's see here. I want to keep going through this doc a little bit more because you guys put a lot of work into this. It makes sense to like show everything that we can. Let's see here. Wherever in this video and clarification of the story, both of which Seth has seen / heard, are still ignored and overlooked to this day. Seth calling Surfbone a rapey boy who he wanted to bully on a whim. Okay, so you said that he stated that, but this is DM evidence showing that. So Noodles, you're okay with bullying him over weird comments despite lacking any evidence that he's an actual rapist. Literally your words. No, you haven't. I'm okay with that. I bully a rapey boy. Next lap. What?
Go to the next screenshot.
So he's confronted with it and just goes, I just wanted to bully it. I just wanted to bully the guy. Let's see here. I wanted to bully a rapey boy off my personal win. Oh, holy shit. So it's not just you saying it. Now there's DM fucking evidence showing that he just did this because he felt like
verbatim. That's verbatim right there. And also in this, you can tell this is from, because this is from his DMs, right? The same one that I have like showed you that like exposed my face has the same profile picture and the same user.
Oh my fucking god. This guy's a malicious monster.
Yeah.
This is a this is like an actual malicious monster. Like from the harassment standpoint. That is fucked. Let's see here. What's next? Seth backtracking and claim he was grandstanding the liar narrative. What does he mean by that? Let's see here. But I never slandered him as a rapist. Okay, what's your response to this? That he never slandered you as a rapist. What is your specific response to that?
So he's kind of just twisting it. So here's the thing about the anime debate community is there's this thing called premise trapping. And essentially premise trapping is when you take someone's premise and you essentially take advantage of it if it's very weak, for instance. And Seth actually demonstrated in his own video, in a video that he made, how this can be utilized. So one guy said, "You can't do anything to a dog," and then followed that up with, "But how do you feel about cannibalism?" And then Seth's like, "So wait, you said I can't do anything to a dog, right?" He's like, "Yeah," but it's like, "What if I pet a dog?" He's like, "You can pet a dog." I'm like, "Okay, then I can do anything."
Oh my fucking God.
So it essentially what he's doing is, because he initially was saying, "Oh, if it's true, he's a rapist," but I'm just going to say that he lied about it.
Okay, Jesus Christ. So that, in my opinion, for me at least, him propagating that you are lying about it is a form of slander, because he's saying that you did that, and he's like, you know what? To be honest, he's probably just lying about not doing that. So he's just allowing it to continue. He's allowing the slanderous allegation to continue. What an asshole.
Also, if he didn't think I was a rapist, why would he then have one of his cohorts try to get me in legal trouble?
Yeah, literally, it's him still propagating it and still pushing for it. So he is allowing that to continue. I'm not going to debate whether or not being a liar ruins your reputation. Yeah, it does. That's not even a debate. That's like, you are a liar. Yep. You are a douchebag. That ruins your career. I don't think I'm crazy saying that. I think that's accurate.
What's funny was Pat God and Keem were literally getting on him for this, and he's just like, I don't care. He's like, I don't care if people like think that about me. People can think what they want. But
that's actually retarded. Let me see here, Mr. Gamer. In Keemstar's stream, Seth just admitted talking with an underage girl. Oh, okay. We haven't even gotten to the pedo stuff yet. We haven't even gotten to the grooming allegations yet, or whatever the fuck it is. We're still on the doxing stuff, people. Jesus. All right, let's continue on. But I'm going to grandstand that. But I am going to grandstand that I was with the liar narrative and not the rape one. Wait, what? But that's the same narrative. What does that mean? Okay, from a debate standpoint, that is retarded, because he is saying that you're lying about a major allegation against you, but he's saying that he doesn't endorse the actual allegation, but endorses the lie. That's retarded.
Yeah.
How do you endorse the lie but not endorse the actual allegation?
Yeah. It doesn't make any sense.
No, it doesn't. On like a logical level, it doesn't make any sense to me. Let's see here. Seth admitting that Surfbone isn't a rapist, just a liar. All right. Is it his rapey comments that caused you to post the recording or not? Also, okay, no, we did not. And so random is not in here at all. Oh, so why did you do it then? I already told you earlier. 1, I recorded him under my own subjective justification. 2, I argued he was a liar, not a rapist. Oh my God, this is retarded. Like, should I pin it for you, or should I pin it for your own safekeeping? This dude's such an asshole. What is the subject justification?
He would agree with you.
Jesus Christ. What is the subject justification? Don't be vague. I clarified that already ad nauseum. Say it again. I don't remember. Fuck, bro. This is terrible. Seth using Jaden excuse to record the call. What's this one? That I record because me and him were DMing about how it was creepy that Jade told me to record. He's like 13. He might be smart for his age. He's a fucking retard. He's a full-blown retard. Like, I don't care how old this kid is. He's a fucking retard, and his mom needs to take his router away. But it's still creepy for him, and even for me a bit. I think most other people think it as well. I've only seen you guys try to defend it. I don't think it's abnormal to find it weird. Yeah, recording conversations that have no justification to be recorded, yeah, it's a little fucking weird. Fucking weird. And you're going off a 13-year-old's recommendation? That doesn't make any sense. You're an adult. Why are you listening to a 13-year-old?
Before you continue that, look at the next screenshot.
The next screenshot? I've already... Seth and Jade's DM telling him to agree. Wait, what? Hey, the story. Is that you told me to record Surfbone because you thought it was creepy? ? Just do it. I can explain. Oh my God, he's throwing a 13-year-old under the bus.
Yep.
Yeah. Yeah, it's funny how people try to accuse me of being a manipulator, but he's literally coercing a 13-year-old to lie for him just so he doesn't look bad in a DM call.
Are you fucking serious right now? He coerced a 13-year-old to do his dirty work.
And apparently I'm the manipulator?
Yeah, apparently you, the guy that got the girl that they're saying is a victim to vindicate you, but you're somehow the manipulator. Yeah, okay. Okay, sure. Seth is the biggest douchebag I've ever seen in my life. Oh my God. All right, let's see here. So we've gone over all that. Have you seen the pedo doc yet? I assume that you're up to date on it.
I have.
Okay.
Yeah, it was something. So this is context.
Mm-hmm.
When this was initially coming out, I just assumed, based off the fact that nobody was making a big deal about it,
Mm-hmm.
that I thought it wasn't a good doc or whatever. But I never actually looked at it until recently. And that was when Clyde was like, hey, do you mind going looking at the doc to see if it's any good?
Mm-hmm.
And I'm like, okay. I actually look at it, and then I'm just like, wait, hold on. Some of this stuff is really weird. Why is he saying some of this stuff? How did this get, like, thrown under the rug so casually?
It's probably because it wasn't
just
made
didn't
by
make any
anyone.
sense to me.
Well, I think what happened was it wasn't made by anybody of credible nature. That's at least like potentially why. I don't know who made the doc in particular, Izzy, if you can fill that in, but like that's potentially the reason why.
Yeah, it was someone who actually has known him more than any of us have ever have.
Well,
but
it was
really
it was
just
close friend, or
it was someone who's known him back in the days of Google Plus.
Ooh, dude, the fact I keep hearing Google Plus, that he was doing shit in Google Plus, is so fucking retarded. Who uses Google Plus?
He was telling us that like that's where like the sexual assault stuff comes from, or like where he basically there's this girl that he knew that Seth was talking to.
I believe that's the girl named Satire, right?
No, this is someone else. Back in the Google Plus days, he had basically threatened rape against her and shit because they had gotten into a heated argument.
What?
Also, another reason why this doc actually didn't got dropped was apparently one of the girls who was in this actually got into the VC when everyone was reacting to this when they first dropped, and Seth just bullied her and made the entire server against her.
Holy shit! So he was already
and just called her a liar.
Okay, so he was just already playing damage control and like just basically downplaying anything that these women, or I'm pretty sure there's also like a boy in here too, ever said.
That's the one you're seeing right now. That's
okay,
and they basically just got him, and he just started yelling at the girl, and like she couldn't do anything because like she was just getting yelled at by his harasser, and then everyone started joining him.
Okay, so right here, so we have Seth, age 20 at minimum, likely older, engaged in sexual flirtatious conversation with Catherine Kawai, who stated he was 16 at the time. I have console and PC. I see. If you want to small talk, I got you, lol. How old are you? 16, you. Make sure to live stream yourself sleeping. Naked or clothed? What? How does he turn around and say this was a joke?
Yeah, he was trying to tell that to Keem.
I heard him. I heard his defense.
Listen.
And then they talked to Satire, and then they're like, you know what? This is fucked up. He's done. He's done.
I can give him one round of defense that the first time I joined his server, he did that to me.
Really?
He just like added me in his like public servers saying, "Hey, you ready to get in my bed tonight?"
So he just randomly DMs anybody sexual shit.
It wasn't randomly DM me. He just at me.
Oh, he added you. Okay.
So he is open about making sexual comments and stuff, but obviously it's different doing it publicly and in the DMs.
Yeah, entirely different.
But I want to give him at least
benefit of the doubt.
Fair.
Yeah, let's be fair, because we don't want to be like witch honey. We want to be fair. The whole point of this stream is to go over every piece of evidence that we can, and get like corroboration from people that are close to the situation. Like, you know, I just appreciate that Surfbone's here to like clear anything up. Same as you, Izzy, just to make sure that we're on track and fair here. I know he's fucked you over, Surfbone, but you're coming across as somebody who's at least trying to be fair to the situation.
Yeah. Oh my god. So one of your mods said in the chat, and I just checked, it's right now trending on Twitter, Seth.
Of course it is.
It's been trending for a while.
Yeah, I was about to say
it's not even for you.
Yeah, no, I would assume so. Let me see how many people are watching the Keemstar show. 12,000. Everyone's tweeting about Seth right now.
The most views he ever got for a while. Sorry, I had shit on it.
I didn't say that.
Izzy.
Yeah, Keem, don't kill me. Izzy said that. I'm just gonna get a wall of text that's like, "What the fuck did you say?"
I was told to say it by Smaggle
Tell Smaggle to fuck himself.
He didn't tell me. I'm just throwing him under the bus.
Yeah. All right. Good. Tell Smaggle's a dick. Okay. Let's see here. Naked or clothed? Catherine, this is the 16-year-old boy, by the way. Naked would be preferred, but I don't know how YouTube would react to that. The real question is, how would you react to that? Okay. Okay. I hate reading these. I hate them. Let's see that. So to be safe, wrap a cloth around your willy. How would I? I would probably watch the stream for about a minute and then lose interest. It's the sad truth. Your thoughts? Disappointed. Sorry. You better. Oh, That's so fucking terrifying. Like, but
I'm pretty sure Charlie was just like, yeah, that's just like negative Riz right there.
That is hard negative Riz. That's not even like Riz. That's like if the ugliest motherfucker you know, or like Elliot fucking Rogers or some shit, like walked in and started talking to random people. That's some Riz that is in the negatives, my dude. Holy shit. All right, Catherine Kawhi states his age as being 16 prior to the sexual interaction taking place. Yeah, this is the thing. This is what's super damning against him, right? This is where my charitability ends. Literally, the guy says he's 16, the kid, and then he still continues on with sexual jokes with a minor.
Yep.
That is where my charitability ends.
In his defense is that he acts like that to everybody.
But you should have the mental foresight to be like, hey, this is a fucking minor I'm talking to. This is a child. This is child's a stretch. It's a teenager, a 16-year-old, not of age person, and you're making sexual jokes to them. That's not okay. Oh my God. Let's see here. When the day Quaddy stated his age is 7/18 2018 when the sexual comments were made. This means that Seth was aware of their age prior to making sexual advances and therefore cannot plead ignorance. Shit, man. I ain't gonna fucking... I ain't gonna argue that point. Catherine Kawhi even recorded a video of us of him accessing the chat with Seth's username available. Okay, let's take a look at this. I want to see this. Okay, so there's a video... Fucking downloading, pulling this shit up. So Try Harder is Seth.
No, that's just he's DMing Seth.
Oh,
he's DMing Try Harder.
Okay, so he's DMing him. Deleted user. Click on profile. Wow, that's really fucking bad.
So that's just like proof that it was true.
Yeah, entire proof. That's fucking horrifying. Holy shit. All right, let's continue on. We went looking for anything we could possibly identify this account as Seth. We found what we needed in another Discord server. Seth was once in Emperor's Palace. What is Emperor's Palace? Whose Discord is that?
I'm honestly have no idea.
No idea. Okay, we searched the server using the user ID and found Tasu bot identifying the user as SethTheProgrammer. When doing the T-rank command, as well as Nekodobot identifying him as Sesu001 in a later date when muted. Oh, God. So he got fucking clapped by a bot.
Yep.
That's such a shitty way to get found out. Oh, my God. What's here? Was it not? We encountered heaping amounts of messages from various users identifying the accounts as Seth in conversation, including even a fan examples below. Okay, so we can move past that. Discord ID.
Oh, this is satire right here.
This is satire, right? Okay, yeah, 2017. So this is the girl that is called into the Keemstar show.
Yep.
Okay. So Seth, who is an adult at the time, age 19 at minimum, likely older, see citation, messages a 16-year-old girl with the username Satire. Now, yeah, 16, 17, 18, 19, 4-year age gap, kind of borderline high school relationship to me. But to be honest, once you pass the age of 19, I'm kind of like, yeah, no, not so much anymore. Once you pass that 18 mark, I'm like, yeah, you know what the fuck you're doing. Does that make sense? I feel like I'm not crazy saying that.
No, you're good.
All right. Because I feel like with Keem, he kind of like didn't articulate it as well as he should have.
Yeah. The thing is, too, that's kind of suspicious is that Seth would often try to like argue with people that the age of consent should be lower.
Wait, whoa, back up. He wants the age. He's argued, not wants. He's argued that the age of consent should be lower. Was that like on live streams or?
This was something he would just often do in his old Discord server, and something that I believe I can't remember who said it on the live stream, but somebody corroborated the fact that I think it was Abraham, the one that made the doc, that at one point he's just really confident that he could just beat people, and to the point where he will argue that the age of consent should be 2.
What?
Yeah.
What do you? Hold on. How does it get worse?
So he debated a bunch of other anime YouTubers on if a 5-year-old can take dick.
This is like the
that he uploaded that debate, but he took it down.
This is like
and no one has an archive.
This is like when Mr. Girl starts talking. It just sounds like a Mr. Girl talking point, and I'm just like, my brain is rotting. Okay, holy shit.
I should also give him the benefit of the doubt that the most recent thing he's done on that topic was arguing that the age of consent should be 25 in a actual serious video. There was no trolling. He was just reacting to people's DM or tweets and telling them why the age of consent 18 is arbitrary and it should be higher.
Wait, higher or lower?
Higher. He was arguing 21 to 25, if something around there.
Oh, Lord have fucking mercy.
That video is gone, but that was the last time he talked about that stuff publicly.
But there's no archive of that whatsoever.
Nope.
Holy fucking shit. You gotta love when people can't, don't archive shit, off the bat. The internet never forgets, but shit like this happens and fuck.
Well, that was one of the other things that that Noodles had to explain to PackDot was that they had to, Clyde and them had to, archive stuff over the course of, the next couple of years just so they had, proof that some of this stuff happened.
Oh my fucking God.
Even stuff where essentially he was being underpaid for a lot of stuff, but because he saw Seth as a friend at the time, he didn't care how low he got paid, but it just became more and more evident as the years went on that Seth didn't see him as a friend.
Fucking hell.
And would be completely unappreciative of what he did for him.
Yeah, definitely.
And this is the same guy that was managing his sponsors to the point where when one of the sponsors tried to actually work with Seth himself, he had to go back to Clyde saying, "No, I can't work with him."
Oh my God. I wanted to ask something because it's something that wasn't brought up. And I wish Noodle was here to kind of fill this part in, but it's whatever. I'm pretty sure he's still on the show. The situation being is that Seth has denounced that Noodle is just a Discord nobody, but in Noodle's words, he was a lead researcher, scriptwriter, all of these things for Seth. Is that accurate?
That is completely accurate. He actually has actually written one of his videos before, one of them being Mike Tyson versus Bruce Lee.
Oh my God.
We actually have receipts where, so here was the thing. So Izzy will find this really absurd because he's more into the whole power scaling thing.
Mm-hmm.
But essentially there is this big ass Goku video that is over 5 hours long, which Clyde helped with, by the way. He tried to claim that he did all the evidence, all research himself. No, Clyde helped with him with that. But there was a particular argument that he didn't understand. It was whether or not Goku was so fast that he can go beyond time. And Noodles, who never watched Dragon Ball Super before, had to explain to him why that argument is really, really bad. And that was something that was going to be talked about in the video.
Oh, sweet Jesus fucking Christ.
And there's just a lot of stuff in those stuff. Here's the thing, random Discord guy, he was the main guy that instigated the whole debate that Swag was literally talking about was him versus Swag. He literally instigated that. How is he just some random Discord guy if he thought he was someone that he should instigate with a big name YouTuber?
Yeah, that doesn't make any sense, and it just seems so out of pocket for him to turn around and say that Noodles is nobody of importance, especially on the live stream. And I don't think Keem and Packot are aware that him and Noodles have a history together. He's worked with him as a fellow coworker.
A massive history.
Yeah, and it's not just a random Discord spurg.
Yeah, and the thing is that Noodles was already nervous about getting on the stream, and something he talks about in his own video was that he was already getting nervous because trying to take on a 1 million subscriber YouTuber and try to convince people you won, it's already going to get a bunch of harassment just based off of that alone.
Yeah, you can't. You have 4,000 subs and you're trying to go up against the powerhouse. It's always tough doing that, but the situation being is it's good that you guys all came forward. You know what I mean? Everybody did. I'm glad that you're here. You were the one person nobody's heard from. You weren't. Yeah. You didn't even go on the Keemstar show.
Yeah. Probably the unfortunate thing about that was because we were all cooperating on trying to get me, Clyde, and Noodles to have all of our videos up at the same time. So the only problem was my video originally, Clyde knows Seth better than anybody, and he felt like that there was some audio issues with my video and some stuff I mispronounced that he felt like Seth would just take it apart utterly to the point where people wouldn't take it seriously no matter what I said if he were to respond to it. And it was to the point where instead he was going to interview me, which we now have. It was just going to be posted like a few days after the Noodles and stuff situation. So that's why I think why my situation hasn't been talked about as much. And there's been a lot more focus on what's being talked about in Clyde's video, since that's the big focus right now.
Yeah, but yours, in my opinion, is really fucked up because there's a false rape allegation that has been perpetrated against you. I see that as like a way more like insane thing to happen in the doxing with Noodles. And I know the catchy thing is like the grooming allegations and everything, but there's a lot more than just that particular thing. And your side really hasn't been told. And again, I'm glad that you're here to fill in the gaps, you and Izzy. Let's see here. Let's continue on with the fucking the satire thing. Let's see here. Seth requests a 16-year-old girl sends nude photographs of herself to him, assuring her that it would be between us and adding he wouldn't think any less of her if she did. Oh my fucking God. How is this a joke? How is this a joke? How does he come across that these are jokes? Hold on, let's see. Satire.
Remember, Swag was initially trying to tell you that this doc was the one that Seth sent him and said, most of these are not even me.
Yeah, which is a lie.
Which he then tells Keem that these were him.
Yeah, so there's a pattern of lying. Even live right now, he's lying.
Yep.
Jesus Christ. So let's see here. Satire. I would want to send my body to someone who wasn't my partner. I wouldn't want to send my body to someone who wasn't my partner and use my body to get higher up somewhere. So that right there is her stating, you know, that Seth is like, oh, I'll give you a higher permission as mod or some shit, right?
Yep.
Oh my God. Just be between us. It wouldn't be to get anywhere higher or anything. Yeah, I know, but still, yeah, I got you. Are you a virgin or something? I want to kill myself. Let's see here. Just curious. Okay, I gotcha. Everyone thinks I'm a slut, though. Oh my God, what the fuck? I don't want to be rude to anybody that does send nudes to you, but I have more respect for myself than that. She has a BF that wants her to. She thinks it's hot. So the three-way accusation that was just on the stream, that's what he's talking about here, I assume?
Yeah, something that, like, this is something that me and Clyde have kind of theorized about, is that Seth has a kink of getting in with girls who are also still currently in relationships.
All right. So that's just a theory. That's nothing provable.
No, but that's something that's our like reason for why he's even doing something like that fucked up.
I get you, but this is still to a fucking 16-year-old. Yeah, it's a pattern of behavior, but the 16-year-old. Like, all right, let's see here. Wait, that's so weird. Laughing my ass off. I wouldn't think any less of you if you did. Laughing my ass off. Probably not going to happen. He added a heart emoji. This is where, like, I'm about to do some gay shit right now. Like, this is going to be stupid as fuck what I'm about to do. I'm going to analyze the use of this emoji. So he's saying that all of this is a joke, right? All of it. But when it comes to that sentence right there, that calls into question it for me immediately, because why would you send that as a joke? Like the heart, like most people don't send that as like a joke. I don't know if I'm retarded or I'm a boomer, but like that to me just comes across a little weird. Like, am I stupid?
He actually emphasized to Keem that apparently that heart emoji was to like corroborate the fact that it was a joke.
That's retarded. That's absolutely retarded.
So what he's saying is that there's a person that's gonna be brought up again in this doc. His name's Nate. And basically, this guy named Nate really had a big crush on Satire. The whole thing was that Satire and Seth are apparently making these like jokes to like troll him and to get him mad.
What?
That's what Seth is saying, and the whole reason why Satire is now against Seth is because he kept bullying her and making fun of her appearance.
Oh my god. What
Which I will safely say, I'm pretty sure there are, like, he makes fun of people's appearance a lot, and I'm pretty sure there is screenshots out there of him making fun of her. So he's not lying on that.
No.
But there's,
Yeah,
as far as I know, there's no evidence about the joking shit.
Yeah, so far this is the one story that's been told in where a victim has been totally believed in right now, where that Seth has admitted to truth to. So it's not even an allegation anymore.
No, this is like he's confirmed this, that he's hit these people up. Like, this is a confirmation from him from the show.
Yeah, but he tried to make up this whole like story that's like, oh, I was actually trying to like piss like the brother of this already like underage girl off by saying, oh, I can get her nudes right now, and I was gonna like, and we were in call like joking about it, being like, we're gonna like act like you're like sending me nudes and shit so I can piss off this 13-year-old brother that you have.
Oh my fucking god, dude. What is the point of that? Just to piss off and just to piss someone off and be like, yeah, I can get this girl's nudes, bro.
What?
What?
Which is consistent, which Clyde often talks about in his own video in regards to a girl named Kai, where seemingly he was going after her just so because they like her and Clyde had like previously broken up at that point, and he tried to like get with her to like piss him off, and would often like go through his like whenever he's trying to look for stuff on his computer, he's like, oh, that was the girl that you were trying to get in with, Clyde.
Oh my fucking god, what a monster, dude.
Yeah.
Let's see here. So Seth with another DM. Yeah, you are. It sucks you live in Australia, though. I mean, I got enough money to where that doesn't matter. Still, though, it's nice to be closer. How's that banner? Satire. I'm working on it later. I'm just not sure what to do with it. All right, no problem. So they were just... That's so weird. It sucks you live in Australia. That's such a weird DM. Especially with the other context before that. Oof. That's bad. Later on, Seth began spreading a rumor that he had already been sent Satire's nude photographs and told other users he's seen her pancake areolas. What? Let's see here. They probably pity you. Fucking sixth graders, lol, laughing my ass off. This is Satire, right? This individual?
The Trapcock is Seth.
Oh, okay. So Seth changed his name to Trapcock. This guy changes his fucking name all the time. Holy shit.
That's actually in the previous screenshots. It'll say AKA Trapcock.
Yeah. All right. I see what you're talking about. Okay. I don't give a fuck who doesn't like me. Get in here and try to back that gay shit. Seth, please. Laugh my ass off. You said, Sully, I love how quick you were to try and roast me over some shit that happened yesterday. I'm just over here peeping Satire's pancake areolas and y'all beefing. Oh my god. The guise of a joke is really starting to get under my fucking skin. Because this is about a 16-year-old. Even if he's joking, it's still really fucking bad. You know what I mean? Like, it's not just like, oh, hee ha ha, I'm talking about a fucking minor. It's like, it's not even like joking about like, I got nudes from like this girl and I'm looking at her horrible tits or whatever. This is about a minor. This is about a 16-year-old. Send Satire's tits. She's legal. Not in America. Seth, send it. Isn't child porn? Yes. Battle Academia. Does anyone even use that anymore? That shit child porn. And his whole chat's just like shitting on him for it. If your sis get drunk, send me her nudes. Laughing my ass off. Oh my god. Let's see here. More like it's low key illegal. Yeah. What? It's CP, bro. Of course it's illegal. Holy shit. Let's see here. Seth hadn't actually received any photos, but bragged about it nonetheless. Okay, so they're stating that he never received photos from her. Did Satire say that she didn't send photos to him on the Keemstar show that I was aware of when I was listening in before going live with you guys? No. Okay.
Well, the thing was that Seth was like almost admitting like he did have them. He was being really weird with it. I don't know how or what was going through his head when he was trying to defend himself in that situation, but yeah, he was being really weird.
Yeah, that's incredibly fucking uncomfortable. Let's see your Seth profile photo at the time. Okay, so these are all photos proving that Seth was the one that did that, but you've already done this. So there's another person named Nathan, sexual harasser, friend of Seth. So this is somebody who's a friend?
This is Nate.
Okay, so this is Nate. Satire was also in contact with Seth's friend at the time, Nathan. Nate went to the same school as her and would most likely harass her via Facebook. He would constantly sexually harass her in their direct messages, also speak in Seth's server for wanting to fuck her, pound her, fist her, and spoke with Seth stealing his thoughty. What the Okay, what the fuck? Screenshot.
Yeah, this is the guy apparently Seth wanted to get upset.
Okay, so this is the guy that he wanted to piss off. So this is where the potential allegation of Keem saying sexual harassment and sexual assault is that where Keem might have gotten that incorrect?
That probably is, but it's not from Seth. This is from a random guy.
Okay, it's from a random guy. Okay.
Who has a YouTube channel?
Of course he does. Of course he does. Izzy, of course. Why wouldn't he? Let's see here. If you're Nate, I'll make another satire movie before I go to bed. If you name yourself Satire, I'll try to fuck you. I need to pound Satire. I got sick of Satire though. Rip Nate and Satire. Oh my god. I gotta gear up for this journey to America. Seth betrayed me and stole my thoughty now. I must take the warrior's revenge and prove I am an alpha male. Bro, you are a beta bitch. What are you talking about? No, there's two. She destroyed my penis dreams. I think there should be a ban. Okay, this guy's fucking retarded.
He sounds like Spondao. Spondao was serious.
I know. It sounds like fucking It sounds like Spondile. Poor Spondile's just catching strays now.
Spondile, I love you. Okay.
Poor Spondile just catching strays, my dude. Let's see.
Seth way.
Seth bribed others. So what is this bribe thing into silence? If you had to like make it as quick.
So this was something that I think I alluded to earlier when this initial document was being talked about, and Abraham, the guy who made the original document, was going to go on like I think it's called like a platform. I can't remember what the exact type of like group chat it's called. Oh, stage. He was going to go on a stage in front of this big like Discord called Rock Who's On, and he was going to read it off and basically talk about it and kind of like basically give it validity. Okay. And what he was doing here was, so Jade, who apparently is defending Seth right now, who had also participated in making this document. Seth had tried to coerce him into not participating in it.
So, oh my fucking god. Let's say it was Jade spoke with Discord user Kiru, also known as the individual we stated before, as acted if he was on Seth's side, prompting him to post this response in his server proclaiming Jade's switch up to be the end of the arc. Oh my god. Dude,
oh yeah,
these people are like fucking anime terminally online using the words arc.
Yep. No, it's fucking insane. People will like, so say, remember how I was talking about like people would just get destroyed in arguments, right? And then they get bullied for it.
Yeah.
Then they would basically be like, I'm going to leave and I'm going to go on my training arc and come back.
That's so fucking cringe.
Like if they're actually some anime character.
So have we been able to confirm that Seth did send money to this individual not to talk?
Not that he did. I don't know if he actually did or there's any evidence of that, but they're basically, this is him like confirming that they were trying to get Jade or like Abraham to shut up about it.
Okay. They were just trying to sweep it under the rug, more or less.
Yep.
Let's see here. What else do we have? No, but seriously, okay. So
that's Seth. That's Seth trying to get Jade to shut up about it.
Okay, so let's see here. So Jade, this is the doxxer. Right? Okay, so no, but seriously, what do you need? Are you able to make a statement that you don't think I'm a pedophile or that it's not as concrete as people thought? It's pretty concrete. I wouldn't call you like a direct pedophile, but you're a fucking freak. Like you're an actual freak. You're a freak in nature that shouldn't be making jokes to minors. I'm not calling you a pedophile. I'm calling you a fucking freak. There's a bit of a difference. And then you use the EDP defense of like, well, in the context, that's not really what happened. I just hit up this minor and asked for all this stuff, but it was no big deal. Yeah, fucking
I just wanted a cupcake.
Yeah, it literally, I think he nailed it right. It was like the fucking cupcake defense. I just came here for a cupcake, my dude. I didn't actually mean to talk to this minor. Let's see here. No, but seriously, what do you need? Like, these guys are using it to justify trying to swat me and get my address. So were people trying to swat him at the time? Are you aware of that?
I have no idea if people were. It wouldn't surprise me.
Video out there.
There's a video out
trying.
there. Okay.
Yeah.
So Jade goes, sure. They go, then they're like, Seth's a pussy, won't even get a call with Try Harder, one catch, PS5, and DoorDash deliveries for. Okay, this is retarded. It's like a conversation between two fucking brain dead retards.
One's a minor at least, okay?
Yeah,
they have an excuse.
Nah, bro. The minute you're a doxxer, I'm treating you like an adult. You're a fucking idiot.
Okay, that's fair.
I'm sorry. The second you get labeled as a doxxer and there's evidence to show of you doing that, you're fucked in my book. Let's see here. Seth also admitted to pay off Discord user Ace in exchange for the deletion of his server. What the fuck? He was also paying people to delete Discords?
So the Rakuzan server, Ace was the owner of, and he was trying, and that's where Abraham was going to talk about this on the stage, and he was trying to pay Ace to basically delete the server so the stage doesn't even happen.
Oh my god. What? Holy shit. So he was literally paying off people to prevent the stage? To delete the Discord? Nah, that's going another level of like covering shit up. That's like using your wealth to just straight up cover up an accusation being made. Like, yeah, you could be nervous about something being to come out, but read over the document and prove what is false and what is potentially true and mitigate it that way. Not trying to cover it up by using money and not allowing people to speak. That immediately puts you on the back foot as like a fucking asshole or somebody that is 100% has something to hide. Now I see what Keem and Pat God were meaning during the interview. They were like, you are coming across terrible in this. And the fact that he owned up to it and goes, yeah, no, I know I'm coming across terrible. Like that's not a defense. That's not a defense in any way. Let's see here. If you do take Seth's side but talk lean like that, okay, I see where you're coming from. What do you mean? It's hard to betray Abe. He put in so much work. Thank you. To the point where I don't think he truly believes this. Someone could lie this much from pure hate. Like the types of hatred would need like family being slaughtered. What? Okay, retard. Let's see here. What else do we need to know? What is this one? Narrowing the age range. Seth's conversation.
Oh, so this is Seth trying to defend himself with the whole pedo allegations with a friend of his named Trini.
Okay, yo, did you want something? Hey, I just wanted to see how you've been since it's been a while. Yes, you sexually harassed Bucky's sister, who was a minor at the time. You also consistently had issues with some of my friends. If you will fess up to your pedophilia and guarantee you won't sexually harass minors. See, yeah, I kind of agree the sexual harassment of minors. I'm starting to see that a lot more, especially with him being like, oh, send your nudes, blah, blah, blah. And then telling everyone that he did get her nudes like a fucking psycho. Like, the sexually harassing minors thing is pretty valid. Let's see here. If you fess up the pedophilia stuff, but you were cool with me before, and so was Bucky after I explained it the first dozen times. Why is it some weird Seth is a pedophile thing only now that I banned them? So his defense is that people are mad now because of a banning?
Yeah.
What?
Well, he's like basically going on this whole thing of like, oh, they must be now on the Seth the pedophile thing because I banned them.
That's so fucking petty. Why? So that's the thing. Like, why would somebody make up an allegation like this, especially with 60 fucking pages of DM evidence? And he's just like, this is because I banned somebody that people are mad at me for this. That's retarded. That's a dumbass fucking take. That doesn't come across that you're being genuine on this. Yep. Let's see here. We talked about this 5 times. Okay, so he was just defending. YouTube monetization sub user AdSense account AdSense. Okay, so that is a little weird. Mid-roll ads. What is this? What is Ral? Who is this guy? The testimonial of this individual. It's an old friend of Seth dating back as far as 2015.
Okay, so here's the thing. I think I know what this is about. So Seth would constantly lie or change up what his age was. And at some point would often talk about how he's this 14-year-old prodigy and would never, ever like reveal to people how old he was to anybody. And I feel like this was the first time like on Keem's stream where he basically was like, okay, dude, like you're being exposed to being a pedophile. You got to show me what your actual birth date is.
Right.
So that was the first time anyone has ever seen what his like what's close to his actual birth date.
Okay, but so his age was a form of contention for a while.
Yep.
Also, his race was for a long time. He used to say he was also black. He actually got a person of color to lip sync him talking and putting a spoon on his nose, and someone was trying to debate why he's a racist for saying the N-word.
Oh Lord! So he pretended to be black just to say the N-word,
just to win a debate.
What a fucking asshole! That's ridiculous. That's another level.
It gets worse than that. So he's willing to do that, right? But at the same time, there was a guy by the name of James Hansen. He's this really popular Bleach YouTuber,
right?
And he was actually debating people on the use of the N-word publicly and how it should be used. And in Seth's own words, no one was actually beating him on the topic. So he said he felt obligated based off of his "I'm the best debater in the world" status that he has to beat him. So he then records it, utterly embarrasses him, even has him like on the recording saying the N-word, then posts it publicly for all to watch without telling him that he was going to post it. And James had to then tell him, yo, take that shit down.
Jesus Christ. All right. I can't imagine that this is like a continuing thing. Like the fact that he let it go this long, and people, I kind of agree with PatGod. It's kind of fucking weird that this took so long to get out. But again, I understand the position that you guys were terrified to confront this guy.
Yeah,
we did.
Because he could literally say anything. Like his own audience would just accept the fact that that he would literally abuse them to be like and call them like retarded for giving him like and donating him money and shit. Like from how he treats his own viewers and calls them stupid and stuff, and would often say stuff like, "Why are you questioning me? I am your overlord." And it's like, you should be grateful that I'm even telling you my opinion. When he says stuff online like that and nobody is making him take accountability, it's kind of hard to really just be like, can we actually take this guy down? People are just accepting whatever the fuck he says and just running with it.
Okay.
Yeah, so like the original time we posted like the original doxing doc, Just a Robot made a video. And all Seth had to do to make everyone on his side was get Just a Robot in VC on live and started just bullying him until he completely just shut down and said, "Yeah, I'll just get rid of the video."
Wait, so he bullied Just a Robot into silence?
Basically.
Well, the thing was, he got Clyde to do it for him, and this was when he was already planting seeds of doubt in him that this was actually true, and kind of like what Swag was telling you earlier was that he would plant seeds of doubt that this stuff isn't actually true. So when it actually comes out, they immediately believe that it's not true based off of that fact. So then when they got Just a Robot in call, he just starts bullying him. It's like, why wouldn't you get his side? How dare you?
Someone actually posted that stream.
They did?
Yep.
Yeah, and so there's an archive out there anybody can watch.
Holy shit. What would it be titled then? I'm just out of curiosity.
Seth and Clyde bullies Just a Robot, basically.
How do you spell the other name?
Clyde.
CLYD. L.
There he is.
Yeah, first.
Wait, CLY. All right,
Yeah,
there it is.
first one.
Seth and Clyde versus Just a Robot. How
Right
long?
there.
Was it? This is a year ago?
Just a Robot
Yeah,
is joining. No problemo. No
it's
problem.
gonna be
no voice changer
over 2
either.
years, but yeah, we dropped this in 2021,
And this happened right after you dropped this.
basically.
So might sound a little bit weird, but all right. So let's
It
just
might be
break
this
down
one. There's a couple.
like the process here because okay, so you said you're gonna get both sides of the story, but you didn't even
No, this is it.
bother hitting me up. What's the reason for that?
Well, when I said I was looking at it from other angles, I was trying to play devil's advocate and just look over at the doc. but in retrospect, I do agree. I probably should have reached out to you first.
Yeah. Okay, we agree with that. So my other problem now is this. So, don't you think the timing is kind of convenient? Because, like,
I fucking hate that line of questioning already. I think the time is convenient.
Like, you and another guy who's close to them both react to this doc on the same day, and you're both close to Noodles and What If. So it seems kind of almost like What If and Noodles kind of reached out to you. Okay, let's hear it.
It's a lot of people. It's first he made a video, and I heard Tipster was going to make a video, and I wanted to report on it in a way that I was like playing devil's advocate, because I like you, I like Noodles, I like Wicked Parrot. I just hope this is just a misunderstanding or whatever. And yeah.
But do you see do you see how it's kind of like, okay, I see what you're saying, because when I watched the end of your video, you did make some like decent points about like how it's gonna go, and you didn't seem like too anti me. But do you see how you're kind of like promoting this like borderline just villainous behavior? Like I provided evidence that like they clearly have like a malicious like smear campaign.
What was his evidence that you're aware of? That he provided evidence of a malicious smear campaign against him that he's using as a defense?
He basically just went against our characters, and I should probably say this. Anybody in this community is probably going to reference me as What If and not Izzy, because at the time I went by What If.
Okay.
So just want to say that.
Okay.
And basically he's like, well, Noodles was in this VC, he heard everything. Look at What If he was also in here when I had no memory of being in there.
Weird.
So even if I don't remember it.
Okay. But you're not, neither one of you are aware of any sort of evidence that he provided that shows a malicious intent from anybody else. No.
It was literally just said, these guys are rats. Fuck them.
That's his defense. They're rats.
Yeah. Well, one of the things he would use was he would be like, "Oh, Noodles, I have him on recording that he was trying to extort me for money if I didn't like cooperate with this stuff." But then Noodles had to be like, "Dude, if you actually listen to that recording, I never mentioned you one time. I was talking about this other person that wasn't even you, and then it was in a joking manner. So I wasn't even talking about you. So I don't know why you're trying to say that it was you that I was talking about."
Jesus fucking Christ. This stream right here, within hindsight now, this clip is fucked. That he like bullied Just a Robot and did kind of like just taking his video down.
Yep.
And especially stating that you all are rats. These documents that have been provided are showing a lot of fucking evidence, and you filling in the gaps, both of you, is really, really fucking bad for Seth. And all the things he stated on the Keemstar show are even more deranged. Like, I can't believe that this is actually the situation that we're facing here. Is there anything else in this clip that I need to be aware of?
Not really. It's just them just go after him until he just like decides to unlist the video. I shall say, the biggest person who covered the original doc was Just a Robot. So after him, the biggest person was Harley TPS at the time.
Right, and then did he ever go after Harley, or?
As far as I know, nope. And I think Harley's video is still up too.
Yeah, but he went after Just a Robot because he sensed weakness, from what I understand. That's at least how it looks to me. Like, in that short time that we watched that clip, it was like just easy to bully Just a Robot. And you're saying that Clyde also was a part of that? Why did Clyde do that?
Again, it was just one of those things where, kind of like what Swag was portraying, is that he would like allude that something might happen. It's like, oh, they're coming after me, and then would add the pretense like, oh, here they came, and here's the document, and then they just immediately believe him. And this was around the same time where Clyde was still like financially dependent on Seth for everything. So if he just dropped him, he would have no other financial means of like going anywhere. Like, he had no family to rely upon or anything.
Jesus fucking Christ.
Like, if he drops YouTube, he has nothing.
Let me see here. Somebody's saying, have you seen his Twitter? Let's see here. I'm not too sure. Why can't I find
I think
Seth's?
They're probably referring to his alt account that he's becoming much more active on, as opposed to whatever he's doing. So let me see if I can find it real quick.
Yeah, because I'm curious about that. what I wanted to do is get Noodles on to talk about the doxing thing, because that to me is also like a really bad fucking thing that happened to him, because I sympathize immediately with people that have been doxed, and it's horrible. Your situation in regard to the false rape accusations that Seth has put on you, the doxing, him talking to 16-year-olds is like, oh my God. It's fucking draining. Jesus.
All right, here we go.
All right. We're going to be sent some information on his alt Twitter account, apparently. Let me see here.
Yep. And there we go.
All right, let's see here. So this is his alt Twitter account. I think I've seen this one.
Yeah.
Whoa. Did he actually post this 5 hours ago?
Yep.
Oh, no, bro. Oh, no. That's so bad, bro. That's so bad. Such irony, my dude. This right here is what I'm curious about. This is from Clyde's video, right?
This was from his stream.
This is from his stream. Okay.
This is satire talking, by the way.
Okay. This is about the poop thing?
Yep.
Oh my God.
Would I risk my whole YouTube channel and then also risk all that money and free promotion from him if I wasn't actually in a fucked up situation? So yeah, don't feel bad. Like the chats we go.
Yeah, so one of his main moderators, I don't want to say their name, but just because in case they're online and stuff still, I was pretty good friends with him, and yeah, basically he did make him eat poo-poo and record it for a high position of mod. There was a video linked around, I don't know if it still exists, but
Is he telling me he's seen that video is so fucked?
Yeah, I seen it.
Oh no, bro.
So many people can like agree to what I said.
Yeah, it seems like it. It seems like it. Jesus Christ. Dude, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so he's like 100% be down, so he joined in. I will debate Clyde, so he doesn't have to worry about me getting on him. I feel like him debating Clyde is going to be not fruitful.
Well, the thing is that thing is like basically Clyde feels completely traumatized with how Seth had treated him. And when we were originally gathering all the evidence and stuff, he didn't even want to listen to any of the clips where he even talks. Like,
really?
He wanted us to listen to it and reiterate to him what he said, and then just to send the exact clip of what we just told him. Like, Jesus. And he was just really, really pissed at Keen when he was trying to tell him, like, oh, we're going to have Seth come on. And it's like, why? It's like, okay, but why now? Because I'm on stream with you. He's like, well, I want you to talk with Seth. It's like, but no, I don't want to. That's not what we agreed to. I thought you were just interviewing me.
Right. Which I understand what Keeb was doing there, to kind of like get Seth's opinion on everything and kind of like have it hashed out on the show. Like, I understand why he did that. More or less, to the point of why, you know, I get it. They were trying to get the other guy's side, but to be honest, it completely made it worse. And to be honest, it made Clyde, in my opinion, like, Clyde should have confronted him. Like, I'm going to be honest, Clyde should have, but I understand that he's like completely paranoid and having a PTSD moment of like dealing with Seth in the future. Like, I understand why he's nervous. Like, there's no, I don't really have an issue with the fact that he avoided the convo, more or less that it's unfortunate. It's unfortunate that they weren't able to talk, but I get why he didn't want to talk to him. Let's see here. Michael Alberto with the 5 TLDR, bro. There's so much. We're 2.5 hours in, bro. You're gonna have to watch the stream back.
Michael, I'll explain it to you very simply. Big anime YouTuber is a creep.
Yeah, big anime YouTuber makes false rape accusation, allows doxing, and propagates doxing. Hit up a minor, multiple minors, if I'm correct, and confirmed all of this on the Keemstar show because he said it was a joke. Fucking air quotes. Holy shit! All right,
but we just did, Michael.
Yeah, holy fuck, dude. I'm in complete shock by this entire situation from like start to finish. There's no reason that this should have I feel bad that you guys had to wait this out for like so long.
Yeah.
On top of that, is there anything else that people haven't been talking about, or things that have been missing from the conversation that should be talked about? Because I know for you in particular, again, your story wasn't talked about just yet, and I want to get Clyde on here to talk about his thing too once he's ready. But is there anything more that you want to add? Like, is there anything that we've missed?
Nothing that I can think of off the top of the bat. I've actually am having right now. There was like I guess there's the whole like Naruto versus Ichigo stuff that has been. Although it was talked about on the Keemstar show and Seth full on admitted it, but he had basically led his fan base on for 5 years that this stuff was going to happen, and it was like it was a super good cool thing. Like Omar is a super talented animator, but like, oh man, like the amount of like abuse that Omar would just take, and he would like give him the benefit of the doubt in every situation. He literally went like Omar had to go to therapy because of how much stress Seth was causing him.
Shit, man. I wanted to. I feel like we glossed over some. Yeah, we glossed over the Patreon thing. I wanted to ask you about that. We got wrapped up in other things. So the Patreon thing. That's something that I am curious about, because Keem alleged that he was stealing money, and Izzy says, yeah, that's accurate. The stealing money aspect with the Patreon. So he was working on a project called Naruto vs. Ichigo, from what I understand, which are two prominent anime characters. If the non-anime people in here know, they're a part of the big three. And they were making some sort of animation, and people were paying to his Patreon of like $1,000 a month. At least one guy was like confirmed to pay $1,000. What happened with that? What's the big contention on this?
It's so funny enough, there's a whole like interview that Clyde did with the main animator where they go deep into that. Because the thing was that Seth would say that it was a money issue, and that he wasn't able to pay it and it wasn't financially worth it. But something if Swag was in here, something that he has reiterated is when we told him that it was a money issue, he's like, that's like a load of shit, because it's like, I know how much money he makes. And we told him that like, oh, they need like 127K in order to finish the animation, which he admitted on Twitter that he made 100K with last month in December.
So he had the money. It wasn't an issue.
He had the money.
Yeah, it's not an issue if he didn't have the money. It's the issue of what happened with the Patreon money.
I guess it's weird because it just seemed like such a lame excuse. And then when he decided he just wanted to cancel and didn't want to be a part of it, he didn't refund any of that money to anybody.
Oh my god.
So,
yeah, no, I heard him on the Keemstar show say that he hasn't refunded anybody, and he just pocketed all that cash and walked away.
Yep. Well, the thing was is that he even tried to downplay on his own stream how much money it actually made, and it turned out he's like, oh, it only made like 1K, which he tries to say, oh, I wasn't saying it was 1K in total. It's like, no, it's like, even if you're trying to say it was 1K a month, which we know is a lie, because we know there was at least making over 2,000 a month, and he was using that to pay the main animator every month. That he's like, oh, my wallet's not even like being damaged that much because I'm literally just paying you with the Patreon money.
Jesus fucking Christ! So he's using the money for something else. Oh
yeah, and
god,
we didn't understand when like there's a lot of like the receipts of their DMs saying that he doesn't even want the animation and that he just wants to be done and over with. He doesn't want to be a part of it. Like, he could have easily just said, give me everything, and so he can be like, oh, I have all of Naruto vs. Ichigo. But no, he's like, I just don't want to be a part of it anymore. Keep the animation. I don't want it.
But he was the one funding it through the Patreon.
Yep.
But
the guy is an absolute schizo, and it's insane how, like, a lot of like business decisions just don't make any sense to me. Like, I just don't imagine why you wouldn't just want the animation just to have it, because he's already taken so much credit from Omar in a lot of instances where he's like, oh, I drew this. It's like, nope, that was Omar. It's like, I drew this too. It's like, no, that was also Omar. He even tried to claim like he drew his like outro that he has for all of his videos. It's like, nope, that was also animated by Omar. There's even this Elden Ring thumbnail that he claimed credit for, which Omar has stated that because Seth is claiming credit for that, he can't even like advertise it on his like portfolio whenever people ask him for his art pieces.
Jesus Christ. So he's taking other people's work and saying it's his own.
Yep.
What the fuck is wrong with this guy?
Yeah.
Like unironically, this is somebody that comes across as like having a sociopathic behavior of just not giving a shit whatsoever. And then there's also the other aspects where he's talking to minors, he's doxing people, he's fucking making up false rape allegations. This individual is the kind of person that shouldn't have a platform of this size. Like at one point, like I'm not the kind of person that's like deplatform these people and all that shit, right? Like whatever, do you. But you could still get outed as a fucking asshole. And this guy has been outed as maybe one of the worst assholes I've seen in a long time. Like, I don't know if you're aware of like the old Quantum TV stuff or like anything else that has happened like in the commentary drama space. But like this kind of story, especially this laundry list that Keem has posted here, this is very rare that somebody is accused of all of these things and has a large platform. This is something like a Discord Spurg would do. Does that make sense?
No, yeah.
He is a Discord Spurg, but with a huge audience.
Yeah, that's like horrifying to me. I gotta ask, because Izzy asked this, but I don't know if you know, Surf, the DDoS stuff. Was that someone else, or was he explicitly going out of his way to DDoS people?
So it's again one of the situations where he's hired people that engage in that like pretty prominently. Yeah. And he associates himself with. So while I'm not sure myself if he has done that himself, but he has associated with people like Jade, Leon, Isa, and Arrow who have. And there's literally a recording that Noodles has in his own video.
Yeah, I'm trying
where they threaten where they threaten a kid saying, "Oh, like if you like try to dox someone or if you try to harass Jade again, we're gonna cut your internet off." Jesus. And you're never going to be on, and you're like, we're going to make sure you're never on Discord ever again.
And fun fact, the little doxing group he hangs out with, they all dox each other.
What do you...
So, like...
So they're just out-competing each other on the doxing?
Yeah, one day Leon just dogs Isa for trolls, so then Jade will dox Leon, then Isa dox Jade or something like that.
Holy shit.
Like, they just all dox each other.
I think this is the clip right here, the code SAG. Is that
that's the parrot stuff.
That's the parrot stuff.
Should be, yep.
A little bit.
I think right there.
Right here. Seth's associated, Lona Jane, extorting and doxing. Okay, let's fucking. Yeah. I want to see this. Let's go back a little bit. And these people dox each other.
Yep.
And they were still friends afterwards.
They're all crazy, dude.
Leon, he's my neighbor. Leon, chill, he's my neighbor.
No, Leon, you don't.
No, let me go.
Please don't dox him.
You're the kid with AT&T Wi-Fi, right? If you mess with Jade again, hold on. If you mess with Jade again, I'm gonna have your internet offline.
Holy shit!
Do you understand me? Do you understand me? You see how that little Wi-Fi logo is going offline on?
See, Mr. Flynn, my client is clearly.
Everyone be quiet. Justin, you see how your little Wi-Fi logo is like blinking off right now? If you mess with Jade again, it's not gonna come back online. Do you understand?
Jesus Christ. And he's associating with these people. They're all like, they all sound like minors. They all sound like minors that just love to dox each other. Every single one of them is a fucking minor.
At that time, they're all minors.
Except for Arrow. Yeah,
except for Arrow. Dude, Arrow's been like really quiet. Even on the Keemstar show, he said like some inflammatory. He was on the show, I think, right? If I'm remembering.
He was on the show. Yeah. He's just started yelling at Noodles and started exposing like the whole cheating thing.
Right. Yeah, that's just fucking retarded that these people are all minors except for Arrow, and they're all like in a little group chat or whatever and on Discord just allowing this shit to happen.
Like, fun fact, there is a debate out there. I don't know where it is, but it's between Isa and Leon. And Leon pretended to be so retarded to get Arrow mad. Arrow decided to dox himself so he could fight Leon in real life. That is Arrow's Flame's words that come to my here's my address, pull up, let's box this out.
So it's like when fucking Jalen was like, how about you guys swap me, sort of thing. It just screams her address.
It wasn't even screaming. No, he just straight dropped his address in the chat.
Sweet fucking Christ. Oh my God. All right. I'm pretty sure that one of the individuals will not be joining us. He's completely defeated after that live stream. I understand where he's coming from, Clyde. I don't know if Clyde's gonna be joining us, but this is bad. This is like really fucking bad. What is, like, I know there's a whole like another video. This came out 22 hours ago. It's an hour-long video, and then I'm pretty sure that's Clyde. The 3-hour video and this video are different ones.
Yes. So the first one is specifically like the Omar stuff because he doesn't have a channel or anything.
Okay.
It's talking about the whole project, what happens, and then the second one is all about Clyde's experience.
Yeah, like when Moist Critical saw the trailer that Seth had like outputted for the Naruto vs Ichigo stuff, because he never gave Omar credit for anything and never even advertised his name. He had to reach out to Clyde through a Twitter DM to find out what his Twitter was.
Yeesh, God fucking damn it. Yeah. This is like levels of just dangerous what this guy is propagating and allowing, really. Allowing DDoSing, I can't believe the poop thing's real. What is with people and making people piss and shit for mod or whatever? God damn it.
All I have to say is, to give him credit, he is saying he didn't meant for that to happen. It just did.
It just did. Oh yeah, it just did happen. Yeah.
that guy not only got mod, he got every role. He had a role higher than Seth, and he was allowed to do whatever he wants.
Jesus Christ. Well, I don't want to keep you here for you're already here for a long time, Surf. Is there anything else that you want to add, again, that nobody else has been bringing up, even us? Like maybe we missed something of importance.
The only things I would bring up are something that I know Clyde will more than likely bring up in like a separate video. Since Seth has technically responded, I'll have to talk to him about it, but I don't want to like reveal anything that he wants to talk about first. So yeah.
Okay, so there's a little bit more. There's more to the story as we go.
So there's worse stuff. We haven't even talked about everything.
Oh, sweet God. So this is just going on. This is going to go on for a while. Jesus Christ. Well, I thank you for coming on, man, and I'm glad I was able to platform your situation and your allegation more, and give you a voice to talk about these things. I
really appreciate it, man.
Dude, of course. Like how I handle my live streams is I want to have like a full-blown conversation with people more than just like a screaming match. Like it's entertaining for the screaming matches and they're warranted when necessary, but this kind of thing, especially your story in particular, that doesn't just that there's no need for a screaming match. And I appreciate Swagkage coming in and filling in gaps too. Fucking hell. I appreciate it, dude. You're always welcome to talk, and if anything else comes up that you want to share, just let me know.
Of course. All right. Then I'll take my leave. You guys have a good day.
Yeah, you too, man.
Bye, Surfbone.
Dude, what the fuck is going on? I didn't know it was gonna be that bad, dude. Holy shit.
And it gets worse.
Oh, Christ almighty. How does it get, like, I don't understand how it can get worse. Like Tro or somebody that's doing like a 5-hour fucking documentarian video on this shit. It's happening.
Honestly, for this community, it's gonna be 10 hours.
This is gonna be a lot of live streams. A lot of people are talking. A lot of people are communicating. How did you even get involved in this, Izzy, anyways?
So the reason why I got involved was originally I was friends with all these people, including Seth. Seth's the whole reason I have the name Izi Tan. He created it. But we eventually he kind of just stopped talking to me. I don't know why. I didn't care. I started hanging out with Noodles and Surfbone, and they started talking about their story, how Seth did all that stuff. I told them, hey, I'm part of this the commentary community. I could try to help you guys get your word out. And so yeah, we made the doc. No one really talked about it. The most we tried to get Tipster to talk about it, but Tipster wasn't interested, but he did retweet it and stuff, try to give it as much attention as possible, which did help, but again, no one really cared.
Jesus Christ. It's unfortunate when that happens. It really does, especially when there's something along these lines, like allegations like these. These are pretty heavy that people weren't super into. What makes you think that people weren't like really into it in the beginning?
Because it came from a bunch of 2K Andes.
That's it, really.
Noodles was probably a little over 1K at the time. Surfbone was 2.
And nobody cared because it was just small voices trying to quote unquote take down a big voice.
Yeah.
Holy fucking shit. I feel horrible for Surfbone. I'm glad I was able to help him platform his allegation more than anything. That one like got under my fucking skin. That you would lie about a rape accusation and then say, well, I'm not endorsing the rape accusation, but I think he's lying about it. Like
yeah, that whole situation was the main reason why I decided to help him, because I was like bullshit. And then Noodles was that's also the reason why Noodles was like, yeah, time to like end this dude.
Right. Is Noodles down to call in as well while we're still alive? Like, is there any is he just exhausted?
Probably not.
Yeah.
Yeah, what I'm hearing is he got very frustrated on the Keemstar show.
Understood. Well, if he's willing, if he wants to talk and have a low key conversation, he's more than welcome to call in. If not, I'm not going to push him. You know, same thing as Clyde. Like Clyde said, he's really exhausted from this and just watching everything. It's horrible that these guys had to go through such like a horrible thing, and I feel terrible for Swag too. Swag thought he was a fucking friend. Like he really thought he was a friend, and he was proven wrong, and that Seth just thought he was a piece of shit the entire time. Try to get Satire on call. I would, but I don't know if she's willing to talk.
Yeah, I have no connections with her, so I can't.
Yeah, I was about to say.
I just realized there is another person we didn't talk about.
Who?
He hasn't really gave his opinion, but there was another YouTuber that was really like friends with Seth in his early years. They were considered like they would always collab and stuff at any time. His name was Chuck.
Yeah, somebody in the chat just brought up Chuck.
Yeah, so what happened with Chuck was Chuck wasn't like a good debater or anything. He just made videos and stuff. He wasn't into the debating, but Seth would always try to instigate him to take unfavorable like positions and stuff from not just in the anime, but like in politics and political philosophy. And obviously Chuck not being good and having the hard position, he usually loses. So at those moments, Seth would just abuse him.
So he would use him as he would just use him as cannon fodder just to like make fun of him and shit. Just because it's easy, it's an easy clap for him.
And it was like funny to watch.
Jesus fucking Christ. Oh Lord have fucking mercy. Is Chuck I would like to hear from Chuck if he's willing.
I don't think he made a video at all about it. I think he's kind of just ignoring it.
Right. Well, he can't really, not anymore.
He was only brought up for those moments.
Yeah, it was very quick, but still, it's still something that he could talk about a little bit if he wants. I don't know who Six is. Six is another individual that Seth made fun of.
Six was currently a new member with a friend that Seth has been bringing up, and he only brought Six up one because he knew a lot of Naruto, and he didn't like Noodles or Parrot. And Six didn't like them at the time. So he was trying to bring up Six above them because he thought it would be funny, while also shit-talking him constantly on stream and shit and stuff.
Jesus Christ. It just seems like every time I ask, well, how did Seth fuck this guy over or this guy over, it just proceeds to get worse. So just lots of bullying campaigns, doxing campaigns, harassment campaigns, fucking hitting up minors, which I still am completely in shock that he said half of the shit that he said here, and he's trying to cover it in the veils of a fucking joke. Apparently he said the N-word. I don't really care if you say like edgy slurs and shit. I don't really care. Like Izzy, come on, we're in a community.
We all said the N-word.
Yeah, we've all said it. Like I'm not like super like pissed off about that. You know what I mean?
Yeah, in the anime they used to do it back in 2017 and stuff. But recently they started saying, hey, yeah, this is all fucked up. Like, maybe we shouldn't say the hard R and be like openly using it as an insult.
Well, to be honest, the part where he pretends to be black and no one knew his race and then saying the N-word, yeah, it's pretty bad. I can't get over the sexual jokes of the minors. That to me is just really bad.
Well, it was like like what he used to do as an open joke was not only pretend he was black and 14, he would say, "I am Seth the Programmer, 14-year-old black lesbian girl."
Oh my god!
Like that was like it was clearly a joke because the man we heard his voice. He's not 14 or anything.
No. This is
it's weird in hindsight because who he's talking to,
right?
But it was a joke to like any person who's like tries to like he just used it as a funny thing. Like, yeah, I'm totally the 14-year-old black lesbian.
That's so retarded.
Was.
Let's see. EDP passed the torch to Seth. True. Yay, Noodles got cooked too. Most of the large power scalers got dragged into that Keem stream too. How did Noodles get dragged?
They brought up the fact that he said the N-word a lot in the past.
Oh God, who fucking cares? Who cares? That's not the point.
That's what I'm hearing, at least.
Yeah, but like, who cares? That's not the point. That's not why people are upset. It's not just the racial slurs. There's like 50 other fucking things. Like, what? Who gives a shit he said the N-word? I don't care. I'll be honest. I don't give a shit. Keem said it years ago. Like, who gives a fuck? But the minor thing, I'm so sorry that you were sitting on this, Izzy. You probably worked your ass off to help these guys, and finally it's happening for you, like happening for everybody.
Save it for the doc. I should say for the pedo stuff, I didn't know it was coming out.
No.
So when it came out, I was like a couple hours behind. And by then, everyone was already saying it was a trash doc. It was worthless. The bitch is lying. Seth destroyed her. Blah, blah, blah.
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, I just like, hey, my doc's not the pedo one.
Yeah, right. I want to get...
That's probably another reason why I didn't get so big, because fucking... at that moment, everybody keeps thinking all the docs are the pedo shit.
Right. I don't think we're gonna watch where Satire calls in, because her and Seth went back like really fucking hard at each other. Like, she was alleging shit, and then he would immediately be like, "That's a fucking lie," which it, based on the DM evidence, which unfortunately wasn't shown on the Keemstar show in its entirety, it corroborates a lot of those things that she's saying. Like, a lot of these DMs, especially, where's the Satire one? Because this is the Catherine Kauai Satire right here. Yeah, right here. So this situation here with these fucking DMs right here, and to people that are coming in now from the Keemstar show that didn't see the DM proof or evidence on screen very well, here he is. Here he is fucking talking to a minor and making fucking sexual jokes to them because he thinks it's hilarious, which isn't true. Ricardo, we don't care about the N-word. We care about Seth Epstein behavior he had going on. Yeah, that's a pretty big one. And then the doxing. You guys missed it. You're going to have to watch in the beginning of the stream. He also lied about a rape allegation on somebody who called into the show. And completely threw it under the bus. Surfbone got fucked over. If you guys didn't know that part about the allegations, there's also a false rape accusation he was perpetrating. So you guys have to watch at the beginning.
It was brought up on stream, but Arrow framed it like it was true.
Yeah,
even though it completely wasn't.
Yeah,
he got steamrolled in a debate on it already, and ended up having to say that Surfbone also got raped by the girl. They raped each other.
Yeah, that to me is the most retarded thing. The rape each other line. I can't get over that. Like, how is that a way for you to own somebody in a debate? Be like, yeah, no, they definitely raped each other. Like, oh my God.
Intelligent person.
These people are not intelligent. Not a single one of them. In all contexts, they are not fucking smart people. I feel like if we took callers, it's going to fucking turn into a nightmare.
Probably.
I'm kind of excited. I kind of want to do it and see what happens. If you want to go over to the Narcax Discord, the one I sent to you, we'll do some callers and see what happens.
All
right. I'll see. Jump in the live room. You have permissions. All right. Unfortunately, the other guys aren't showing up. But hey, we got a lot of people here. Izzy and me are going to be taking callers with people. if you want to join the Discord and call in with your own opinions on everything or what you think is most important to look at, you are more than welcome to call in. Please do. We really want to talk to people about this. So join the waiting room, and I will drag you in if you would like to call in. I feel like a lot of people have a lot of opinions about this. And if you have any questions for Izzy in particular, who is like, I want to call you the resident expert of this.
Basically.
Is that the best way to describe it? Me and Izzy will take your call and we will hear you out. I'm here for as long as Izzy wants to be. Let's see here. Join the waiting room. I see all you joining, but nobody's in the waiting room, my guys. What the fuck? Remember the last time I took on callers? Yes, I remember the last time I took on a caller. It was bad. And if there's any fucking minors that call it again, you will be fucking kicked from the Discord immediately. All right, we have Aoki Para. All right, you are live right now, Para. Please unmute yourself or else I will kick you right now. I will kick you right now. You have 2 more seconds. Oh my fucking God, please, for fuck's sake. Like
Sorry.
All right, what's going on? What is your feeling on the situation here? How do you I assume that you were watching the Keemstar show at one point, or were you watching this the whole time?
Oh, I was watching it the whole time. I was like, what you call it? I remember you making a community post on your YouTube channel, and I commented on the whole calling. If you were willing to do calls again, because considering what happened on the last one with
Shut up, bro. Shut up. But like, based on the situation that you've seen here, how do you feel about this, especially for the situation at hand?
Bro, I gave dollar with super chats and I'm muted again.
Like I'm still pondering like how
was
the fuck how this guy was able to get away with it for so long. Like how? The amount of shit that he done, it just baffled me.
Also, Kevin, I have no idea. It's showing in my chat and you're there.
A simple way to explain why he was able to get away: his community didn't care. That pedo dog dropped and everyone was against him. He joined VC for 3 minutes, what I heard, and it took him just 3 minutes to make everybody on his side and bully the victim.
Like what kind of fucking like psychic or like whatever kind of power they had to like convince people like in the short amount of time, like he's able to convince them like, no, I'm not a pedophile. I am not doing this fucked up shit. No, I would never do that. Putting on this fucking facade.
He talked about Dragon Ball, and people thought he was really smart.
Hey, I have a retard in my Atten, I see you. I see you saying I'm a scammer, I'm a clout chaser. No. I just gave voice to the people that Seth has caused issues with, and you're the retard here. So please, jump. Like actually. Sorry, got a little distracted.
No, don't worry about it. It's like it's like a whole mess at this point. It's like an entire mess. Just at this point, just someone throw the fucking book at him. Just throw the book at him.
I get you. All right, man. Well, I appreciate your call, and I'm gonna drag someone else in. Thank you, Oki, for all the support you do, man.
Yeah. You have a good one, man.
See ya. All right, let's grab Darkman. Let's see what Darkman's got to say. What's up, Darkman? Unmute yourself. God damn it, I hate when people do this. Don't mute yourself. Just join the fucking call. Darkman, what's up?
Hey, can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you now, man. What's going on?
Okay, good. Hey, I just came from the Keemstar situation that we came about. It's a pleasure to meet you, Chris.
It's a pleasure to meet you too, my man. How did you feel about Seth's defense to everything? I would recommend watching the stream too from the beginning because we covered everything that Keem might have not have been able to cover evidence-wise.
You're asinine. Thank you for asking.
Yeah. Oh God.
So in my opinion, when it comes to his defense of everything else, even though that there is corroborated evidence towards him, and especially the fact that he has admitted that he has done these things, he still tries to justify it somehow in some way, shape, or form. And somehow I can't even describe why he should do that. I don't know exactly.
What did you think about the allegations that satire levied on the Keemstar show? Because you have a perspective. Because I didn't get to watch all of it. I watched a massive chunk of it, but the satire stuff I didn't get to listen to all of it. Was there anything of importance that we missed that she levied? Was there anything that was like fucking inflammatory?
Well, one of the things that satire was talking about was about a person named Nathan, and one of the things that she said about him was that she ended Nathan, the person in question, ended up harassing her online on her Facebook and ended up trying to say, "Oh, I'm going to rape you, I'm going to sexual harass you," and stuff like that.
Yeah, we saw that with the doc that Izzy provided us. Jesus Christ. Oh, how do you feel about the situation as a whole?
I am in hellfire right now.
You're in hellfire.
Yeah, I'm trying to make myself feel calm about the situation, and I am. But at the same time, I think Seth is going to get a world of hell where he's going.
Yeah.
And especially now that everything's coming up.
Yeah, it definitely seems that way, right? It looks like Seth is tweeting right now apparently somebody's saying he's trying to downplay this. I don't know. He deleted all of his tweets.
Not surprised.
Oh, yeah, he deleted his tweets and stuff like that.
He deleted all the tweets being like, bro, I'm the best. I'm the fucking winner of this argument.
Oh, are you serious? Oh, that's why someone said someone's nuking.
Yeah, he's nuking right now, bro. Listen, hold on. Atten in the chat. Join the Discord. What's your Discord name? Me and fucking Izzy will go toe-to-toe with you right now if you think that we are fucking clout chasing. I will go toe-to-toe with you. We'll have blood sports right here. Me and Izzy will do it.
Hold up. Yeah, yes. Let me clout chase off the bunch of 2K Andys and shit and not the near million sub YouTuber.
Yeah.
Yes, that made perfect sense.
Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Come on, bitch. You want to talk? Oh, you're in chat. You're a pussy. You're a little bitch boy, aren't you? Your mom should have fucking hit you harder. Like, fuck off, little cunt.
You're acting like his mom was there in the first place.
Hey, if you want anything, come on in, and I'll debate you about this.
Yeah, bro, come on.
Because there's a lot of stuff that Seth is going to pay for, and he ain't paying it right now.
He's gonna pay for it soon.
Dark Man's our champion.
Come on, Ad, you little fucking bitch. You little bitch. You want to talk shit in the chat, but you won't talk shit on a call, huh? Man, little bitch boy.
Oh, about those accusations, there's also one that Seth was trying to make up. I watched the Clyde video, why I stopped working for SethTheProgrammer. And apparently there's a specific YouTuber by the name of James Hansen.
Yeah, James.
He is a notable pillar of the Bleach community. And as a result, there's multiple tweets of him within the Clyde video trying to make some allegations about him being a pedophile.
It seems like this has been ongoing for 6 years, from what I understand. 6 years of this shit. 6 years of this shit.
Just like scumming behavior.
6 years.
That's from what we expose and from what I know. Noodles was in the community before me. Same with Surfbone. Granted, I think it was only a year difference, but
let's see here. I want this retard in the chat to come in so bad. I want it so bad.
I don't think they're ever gonna join.
He's never gonna join. He's a pussy. He'll talk shit in chat, but he won't talk shit to two people. Well, Izzy, you know more than I do, but I'm at least caught up, especially now refreshed with the conversation from Surf. So this fucking retard needs to come in. That's how I found this channel. You clout chasing, taking the moral high ground. Is it wrong for me to help somebody who has had a false rape accusation put against them that your boy allowed? Yeah, you wanna pretend like me defending somebody from that is me taking the moral high ground? No. It's a false rape accusation. You're a retard.
Chris, clearly what you did putting Seth in your fucking title was way worse than whatever Seth did.
Apparently, I'm worse than Seth for using his name. God fucking damn it. I'm a monster. I should just hang myself.
Seth may want to touch a little girl.
Oh, you mean like
you put
how
his
Seth made
name
a
in the title?
I know. God damn. I'm such a horrible fucking person talking about this. God forbid. It's not like all of YouTube's talking about this right now. You a little bitch, boy. You a little bitch. Your mama should have hit you harder, motherfucker. All right. I'm a racist? Bruh. Where? In what world?
Speaking of the hanging part, did you see the picture that Seth made about Clyde hanging himself on the tree?
I did see that picture. I did see the picture
Okay,
that
good.
Seth made a photo of Clyde hanging from the tree. But, you know, Atten really wants to defend Seth here. He's a really smart man. Thank you, Dark Man, for calling in. We're going to grab someone else.
No problem. Go on ahead.
Appreciate it, brother. All right, I'm going to grab this person with Japanese, Korean characters. I think it's Korean. Am I retarded?
I don't know.
Whatever your name is in another language, please unmute. I don't know how to pronounce this guy's name. Hello? Are you there? Hello? You have like 2 more seconds before I boot your ass. All right. Goodbye. Unmute yourself in the waiting room, and then I'll drag you in. Let's grab one of many swords. One, you are live right now. Hello? One.
Hello?
Hello?
Yeah.
Hello. It's nice to meet you, man.
Yeah, and so I just got done with the Kickstarter stream, and I was like, I've been wondering, like, I think it was one of Noodle's side, they were saying, like, how they had more concrete stuff on that would, like, smash Seth, and I was like, wonder why don't they just put that in the doc and release it right now? Because Seth has come back from, like, things like this before, and I think if they want to crush him, they should release that right now.
So I could easily explain this. So because the first time this came out, Seth didn't go after the allegations. He went after the people and try to like de-characterize them or like slander them so people wouldn't trust them. So in this case, he now talked about the original ones looked really bad. So if he made a video in response, continued to lie and everything, they have evidence that can easily shatter his lies to make him even look worse. And it's less of there's new evidence or new allegations and more new evidence of the previous allegations.
Mm-hmm. So there was already stuff out there, but it wasn't like it was already posted, but because nobody was paying attention to it because it was a bunch of like 12K Andes 2K Andes talking about it. And this didn't gain the traction it did until Keem found out. You know?
Yeah, you know it's bad when Flamenco was one of the OG people who covered it. Same
Gee.
with Mr. Sen.
Yeah, that's
respect to them. Like I'm glad they covered him. It's like I'm sorry.
Yeah, I didn't know Sen covered. I didn't know Sen and fucking Flamenco covered this early.
Yeah, they covered it the first time. I know when Flamenco tries to lie and say I never heard his voice, that's a direct lie because he covered the original doc. And I was the one in VC explaining it to him.
Oh my god, what an asshole. Atten ran. What a little bitch boy. What a little bitch boy. He fucking ran. He ran, my dude. Nobody should take Atten seriously. If he ever tries to make content, just know he's a pussy. Anything else, one that you want to add here?
I just hope, like, before too much time passes and, you know, the next flavor of the week thing happens, like, they release all the things to crush it.
All right, fair enough, man. I appreciate your calling. All right, now we have Rooftop Shopping Cart. Rooftop, you are live.
Oh, hey, Chris.
What's up, man? What do you think of the situation here? What's your take on it as a viewer?
Is there a word better, like, more significant than retarded? At times.
I don't know. Is there another word that's higher than retard?
A vegetable?
No, that wouldn't be it.
That's the only thing worse. Because you like have no brain function.
Okay, fair point.
Fucking vegetable.
Yeah.
That's the only thing.
This whole situation's a fucking comatose vegetable.
Honestly, perfect explanation.
It is. That's perfectly is. Like when it comes to this Seth guy, it's fucking stupid, and the list of shit that he did is, my God, what isn't on that list that other people
Murder.
have done? Well, oh yeah, murder.
I was about to say, I don't think he's murdered anybody.
Yet.
Not yet.
oh, come on. Don't even joke about that.
I don't know. Based off what I'm saying, he might murder himself.
Yeah, DDoS, doxing, sexual harassment,
the false rape accusation.
False rape,
making someone eat their shit.
having someone eat their shit. Though granted benefit of doubt, he might have
benefit of the doubt he didn't push the guy to eat the shit.
Unlike a certain man.
Yeah, I like that guy.
But to hear that not many people were covering this besides maybe you and Keemstar from what you said or what I've heard.
Well, no. So Izzy basically told me that what is it? That Flamenco and Sen have covered it before. They were trying to get Tipster to cover it. He wasn't super interested in it at the time. I think the thing is not, again, and I talked on the live stream with Izzy, nobody took the word of like smaller YouTubers against a larger YouTuber. It's like one of those situations where it's such a large entity they're going up against, and it's hard to believe smaller people. You know what I mean?
Yeah, but you got Keemstar on board, so.
At the original time when I posted the doc, because I had like Augie, Bo Blacks, like a bunch of people following me, I got instantly suspended. My account got deleted.
Oh shit!
Yeah.
So I had to, I had to come back on a secondary, and other people started posting the doc for me.
All right.
So I just had to retweet it like, "Oh, whoever made this doc is a beautiful, handsome person."
Well, if Tipster's not covering, didn't cover back then at the time, then I'm pretty sure
he's probably going to cover it now.
Yeah, but, everyone's going to talk. Everybody and their fucking mother's going to talk about this.
Yeah, he 100% did like help like expose it, or not expose it, like help make an audience see it because he retweeted it and everything.
Tipster, Xylee, everyone else who didn't make a video about it or a live stream now.
Well, not a lot of people knew. So the thing is, not a lot of people knew about it. That's the issue.
Like, I wasn't like close to these creators like I am now, where like I could send them a story and they would look at it. Before it was literally just like, "Hi, I'm a random fan. Here's a story," and they just ignore me.
Let's see here.
I feel bad.
I just saw something in the chat. Not sure if you know this, but Seth during the Keemstar stream said he had no family and has been moving from home to home. And he has talked about his family before on stream. Okay, so he's been lying about his stream.
Lying about having basically being orphan almost.
Oh God, that's so fucked.
He literally brought up his sister. There's literally a story where he made a tweet talking about how he had a golden PlayStation 5 he never used and just gave it to his sister.
Oh my God, that's so retarded.
Why is this man have a following?
I don't know. I couldn't tell you. Is there anything else you want to add, Rooftop? You're baffled by the retardation.
Yes. And trust me, I'm somewhat borderline retarded myself.
Yeah, I get you. But thank you, Rooftop, for calling in, man. I appreciate it.
Thanks, Chris.
Of course, dude.
So far, I would like to say have a good day, but so far, I honestly don't know whether this counts as a good day.
It's all right.
Izzy, hope for the best for you.
Yeah, thanks, dude. All right, let's grab defamation noodles. What's up, Def?
Hey.
It's been a while, brother.
Yeah, it's been a minute. All right, I'm just gonna keep this short and sweet. Yeah, Seth is fucked. It's over. It's so over.
What makes you say that?
Okay, so I didn't watch the whole stream of yours. I didn't even watch the Keemstar show, but I tuned in as soon as you guys were talking about him talking to him, and I'm like, oh, okay, it's gonna be like this, I guess.
Jesus
All right.
Christ, have mercy.
Okay, so I was also like thinking, I've heard of SethTheProgrammer having like another type of drama like way before this. Like he was also getting blasted before. I forgot when, probably like a few years back.
What's that
About
in
something
regard to,
else.
Izzy?
He's talking about the 2021 stuff.
Oh,
Yeah,
he was.
probably.
That's the same stuff that we're talking about now.
Yeah.
Okay.
Like I heard some of that, and then it just got brushed off.
Yeah, that's the issue that we were facing.
Literally.
Yeah, that was the issue that we were facing, man. Hope you're still streaming, bro, because I gotta set up my mic. Yeah, I'll wait for you, Kami. I'll wait for you. But anything else that you want to add, man?
No, really, just saying. Yeah, Seth is screwed.
All
GG.
right. All right. Sounds good.
I know he's in a cup. He's lying.
Yeah, Izzy's the favorite person of flamenco.
I actually have to expose this. So flamenco, the girl who tar wrangles him, told me that the $2 drama shit actually fixed flamenco.
No shot.
He's
not
so
fixed.
basically it led to the point where flamenco started getting called a pedo and shit.
Yeah.
And Flam was just like, oh, this is fuck. What is I'm done interacting with these people. I'm just done.
No.
I just need to stop.
No more.
And he-
Flamenco, get in the boxing
and he-
ring.
No, he's still gonna box a bunk. He's just been going outside. He's been running. He's just not been on the internet.
All right, good for him. At least he's working out.
My $2 fixed this man somehow. It led to his therapy.
The $2 fixed flamenco.
I'm a king.
Congrats, Izzy. You fixed flamenco. Holy shit. All right, so SPK, you are live. Please unmute yourself. Please.
Oh, shit.
What's good?
What up?
Nothing much. I was trying to catch up on the Keemstar stream while I was waiting.
All right. Well, what do you think so far? Hello?
Why? I just don't understand why, like, people do this kind of thing, you know?
In what
Like,
context? Do you mean like what in particular?
The children, the rape allegation, or false rape.
That's one of them, the children. Why people just mess with kids? Why? I don't understand. Like I just can't wrap my head around it. Like, why people do this?
I don't know.
You ruin you do this to children, you ruin their lives, and you screw yourself over. It's like you're trying to play the what's the way to put it? You're trying to play the one-way ticket to meeting Satan downstairs, if you know what I mean.
Yeah, you're going to fucking hell.
I had just started, like I was probably about 10, 15 minutes into the Keemstars live stream when you called me in.
It gets way worse. There's if you want to get caught up, me and Izzy could do it. There's the guy propagates a fake rape allegation, and says that doxing is whatever. He doesn't care. Admits to sexting the 16-year-olds. Like, if you just want me to give you like a fucking rundown.
And then one thing I saw was like he made someone eat feces.
Okay.
Just to put it in layman's term.
So to be fair, he didn't make the guy eat feces. He just ate feces, and Seth knew about it. To be fair.
So basically,
okay,
the story is basically Seth is saying that the guy was begging for mod roles and shit and VC, and Seth was joking around saying, "I might give you mod V shit," thinking nothing of it, and the guy did it. But people are telling me secondhand information. Other people are telling me apparently Seth might have gaslit him.
Oh God.
Again, I don't know. It was before my time. I just know that the guy did eat shit. I seen the video. It scarred me.
Yeah, SPK. All the stuff that you're hearing about is fairly accurate. Anything else, dude?
Well, number one, he's never going to I had pulled up his YouTube because you have the link in the title.
Mm-hmm.
He's at 190.12. Well, that's either gonna start going downward or it's just gonna.
I think he's lost over. He's already lost 10K within 24 hours.
Yeah.
Which is
like, I wouldn't be surprised if it gets bad enough, the hammer might come down on him.
I don't know. YouTube doesn't really care. They don't care.
They need to start caring, because if this keeps going, like, the site's gonna get.
Well, Izzy can agree with me. The only time I've ever seen that like really happen is with EDP.
Yeah, and that's when like a public outcry happened.
Yeah,
everyone's saying take his thing away.
That's when the news media has got involved. The news media.
Yeah.
Totally different.
The most news that this is gonna happen is probably from like anime articles and shit.
Yeah, probably like those kinds of publications. It's not going to be like it's not going to be like Daily Wire, fucking New York Post, or fucking Washington Times. It's not going to be any of those people. It's going to be like probably Dexterto or something. Oh god. All right, SPK, thank you for calling in, dude.
Yeah, not a problem.
Appreciate
And
it.
long story short, I hope this guy gets the book thrown at him and he just
Fades to irrelevancy.
basically and never heard of again.
All right, fair enough.
Have
All
a
right.
great day, dude.
Thanks. All right, let's. You want to drag Lofi in and see what happens?
Sure.
What's up? What's up, Lofi?
That's a different Lofi.
Oh, that's not the real Lofi?
No, it's the lo-fi guy.
Lo-fi.
The one with
What's
the
up?
Abby Blackbird stuff.
Oh God.
What's up, dude? Oh, hey, whoa, hold on. What do you mean by that?
Don't worry about it. What's going
Exactly
on?
what it means.
Yeah. What do you think of this situation?
Oh, bro, everyone is fucking gay. Let's be honest.
How is everybody gay?
I don't know. They all just sounded whiny to me on call.
Yes, the man who was whining about the fact that a YouTuber made false rape allegations and doxing him and his mother is definitely whiny.
Yeah, it's just whiny,
Oh, no,
bro.
no, not him. No. All right, I probably worded that wrong. Who
Yeah,
was that guy?
yeah, you did.
Ron? What's his name? AA Ron? Whatever his fucking is.
AA Ron.
Like, I don't know what the fuck is. He just sounded like a bitch to me, honestly.
Who the fuck?
Aeroflame?
Arrow? Whatever his name was on fucking call on Keemstar shit.
Yeah, Aeroflame's a bitch. I
Yeah,
agree
bro.
with that.
He was like, I don't know, bro. Like, you just sound like a bitch to me.
Listen,
And
you
Seth-
get that man. If you get him mad enough, he'll probably dox himself just to fight you.
Seth also sounded like a bitch too. Like that guy, like for someone who's like built like that, I don't know, bro. Like he honestly sounds like a bitch.
Photo. I'll be 100% honest. I think he's not as big as.
Nah, that motherfucker's on roids or something. Because there's no goddamn way. Like
Oh,
why
that
does
guy-
he look like a
that
fucking
guy-
balloon?
That guy hit the gym every day. Back
Nah,
in
bro. On
2017.
roids, most definitely.
I'm gonna tell you this right now. That man was going to the gym almost every single day. Like he's just built like that.
He's built like a brick house. He's built like a brick
At least-
shit house.
His muscle, bro, no. His muscle just looks like an inflated fucking, like, you know those balloons filled up with, like, what is it? The shit that you'll see on, like, the fucking TikToks? Like, slime?
I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, that's what the fuck it looks like, honestly. It looks like if you poke that shit, it's gonna burst open.
Jesus Christ. This is so
Like, I
fucking
have
retarded.
no sympathy for that motherfucker, bro. He's weird. He's just on some weird shit.
Definitely on some weird shit. Anything else you want to add, bro?
Anything else I want to add? Nah, Chris, I love you, bro.
All right,
And
appreciate
make sure
it.
to subscribe to Kristen Arc, man. Like, he's cool as fuck.
Yeah, appreciate you, brother.
You heard
No
him.
problem, man. Have a good one.
All right, thanks, man. All right, let's grab Scotty. I'm gonna see how many
guy-
of these we can get.
I was
through.
gonna say that man's deafened.
Yeah, he's deafened. Well, he's gonna listen now. Unmute. He's got an anime profile, so he probably has some things to say about this. He's probably a fan of one of these people.
It's Goku.
It's
Oh, no.
Of course, it's Goku. the number one anime character of all time, Goku.
Specifically, that's the anime Seth got super big off at the start was Goku, Dragon Ball,
Was that's really what he got big on? Was fucking Dragon Ball? Jesus Christ.
and then he blew up again doing Naruto shit.
Scotty, unmute yourself.
Yo,
What do you think about all this shit?
so I've been a passive watcher of Hey, look, I just put it there because I'm trying to support some of my friends who are trying to start a Discord.
Okay. You're
so that's how I
You just
found out
came-
about him.
Who's him?
Seth?
So
Can you hear us?
I think he's
Hold
cut.
on.
I think his internet's like cutting him off.
It might
No,
be.
I needed to mute the live stream first.
Okay.
My fault. But I started listening to them because of the Dragon Ball Z stuff.
Mm-hmm.
And I didn't have a personal position on this because I passively listened to it. I'm in law school.
Mm-hmm.
So when I'm hearing what Seth was saying, it was probably the dumbest shit I done heard in my life. And all I could think is this what these debate fucking conversations are? Because they make absolutely no sense. They're using words they don't even understand what they mean. Like, I watched basically the whole Keemstar stream.
Mm-hmm.
And he was basically saying he didn't care about how he appeared for being called an asshole. But then he kind of wanted people to take his apology serious for apologizing to the girl. Like, the dude made absolutely no sense whatsoever.
Okay, to be fair, he built himself off of being an asshole. So like that's why he doesn't care if people think he's an asshole. But you know, if people think you're a pedophile, you kind of gonna have to deal with that.
Pedophile, doxxer, fucking false rape accuser. Yeah, you have to like, come on, you have to talk about it publicly. You can't just hide.
Yeah,
you can't hide by the
like-
guise of it being like a joke or being anything else.
Exactly. Like, he did that, right? Like, it's not a question of if he didn't do it or not. Like, the dude had 5 fucking people come up there and say he did it.
Mm-hmm.
And his only defense was about the legitimacy of the screenshots, which doesn't fucking help because that doesn't prove them to be illegitimate either.
It's fair enough, man.
It was just like he was just poking holes at everything. He was like, "Oh, Noodles was racist. We're not talking about Noodles."
Yeah, we're not talking about dudes. We're talking about you, motherfucker. It was his way of
Right,
playing,
like-
it was his way of dodging shit. Like, I was DMing Pack God, and I was like, bruh, like, he's dodging hard. Like, ask this question and this, and like, there was so many things that I wish they went over the doc and everything before having the people on, because we went over the document on this live stream that Izzy has propagated and a bunch of these other guys that show all the evidence, and like, it's bad. It's bad. He's fucked. Like, Seth's fucked for life. He's gonna have this follow him for the rest of his YouTube career.
Oh, I think it's over.
Yeah, he's fucked. He's fucked.
Like, I didn't even look at the whole document, but by his responses,
Mm-hmm.
it was just bad. Like, "Oh, I was 15 when I said this to her." It's like, my nigga, you were 21 years old, bro. Like, what are you talking about? You were of legal drinking age, and you're saying that's a joke. And then they try to make it like Noodles saying the N-word is the same as him asking a girl. It's like the whole dude was 15. He was a sophomore in high school. You're about to technically graduate college, bro. Like, that, it's 2 different things, dog. Like, that's why I said, like, the whole thing was stupid. I'm kind of surprised I watched his videos and followed their whole thing, like, anime-wise, like I did, because their logic was not logic. It was like, I'm gonna make up the definition of what I think the word means, so we're going with that.
All right.
And I just thought it was just, frankly, just probably one of the weirdest, dumbest things I've heard. And if these are the debate honchos, I guess, I'm low-key disappointed.
Yeah, fair, right? Anything else you want to add, Scotty? I appreciate you calling in, dude.
Oh, no, nothing else. Appreciate the stream. Just found out about y'all.
Yeah.
Keep it going.
Of course, man. Appreciate it. I'm going to drag someone else in. I think this is going to be our last caller. I think this is time that we wrap this shit up. We got Mr. N. What's up, bro?
Hey, how's it going?
Were you the dude in the chat calling me a racist? Please say yes.
Maybe later.
Damn. I was hoping for some blood sports.
Dude, the last 2 days has been just fucking utter blood sports.
Well, yeah, of course. What is your perspective on all this?
It was definitely a shock. The most shocking thing is like I was a SethTheProgrammer fan for a long time.
Okay.
And the way he speaks to his fans,
Mm-hmm.
I think the hardest part about like trying to get it, or let me gather my thoughts here. So when he's on his streams, he's like such an asshole to his fans, but
Mhm.
there's like this veil of irony to it all. So we think like it's just like, oh, it's just a stream persona.
It's just a joke.
Yeah, it's just a joke. But then like that's what I always thought, and it's like, oh, this is pretty funny, and like we're all in on the joke, and it's like been like that the last like 7 years.
Mm-hmm.
But now with this switch with like Clyde, that video that came out, and then going
Right.
through it, seeing that he's the same way even outside of streams, that really changes your perspective.
Right.
And
then that's the issue with people that hide behind the veil of it's just a joke, bro. Like those people
Irony.
are usually the ones that do the awful shit that they're joking about.
Yeah. And the worst part is, like, they might not even be trying to hide it, because SethTheProgrammer, like Seth, like during the Keemstar stream, he said like, I tell them that I hate my audience, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if you go back to like the Seth highlights and all that, and then actually like as if like he's actually serious what he's talking about, it's like so much darker. But
Yeah, very. Are you going to be a fan of Seth moving forward, or like how are you like handling this as a fan? I know you just said that it's like crazy that this is all coming out, but how do you think the fan base is going to react, since you are a part of that base, or at least was?
so I think a lot of, people that, I liked him for his content that he put
Mhm.
out mostly. Like I really like that well thought out arguments, like crazy topics that he brings up. But like as a personality, I probably won't be able to like watch even his past videos, even though like there were good stuff like the Death Note
Mm-hmm.
Light versus Batman. That's a good one, but I would feel dirty watching him.
Yeah.
The worst part is like I feel like even after all this, like he could lose half of his subscribers. He can go down to like 500,000, but he would still have a solid base that like would not even care about the past and like still follow him and build up his ego, and the cycle would just continue. I can actually see that happening pretty quickly.
Usually that happens. Like this is the kind of thing that'll blow over in like a month, and he'll probably still have a platform and be fine, but nobody's going to forget. The internet doesn't forget.
Yeah. What's funny is like watching the Clyde thing. This makes me like, oh god, Seth the Trisha Paytas. If you follow up the like the H3 stuff, it's like this feels like this is deja vu.
Yeah, trust me, I was forced to follow the H3 stuff in depth because I used to work with Keem, so like oh man.
Okay.
Yeesh. But yeah, no, I appreciate your call, man. Is there anything else you want to add before we jettison you out?
I just think like we need like an actual psychologist to go over it, like how much of a like a psychologist YouTuber just go into like he's displaying like extremely clear signs of narcissism and neediness and all that. I think that'd be really interesting. But yeah, it's I really hope everybody's gathered around Clyde, and I hope he's doing well and people are there for him, because it's probably super rough for him right now.
Yeah, I hope so as well. Thank you so much for calling in, man. I appreciate that. Hold on.
Make sure to subscribe to this guy.
Yeah, appreciate it. Somebody just said that Seth... Okay, no, he didn't private his fucking Twitter account. I mean, his YouTube account. Whoever wrote that in chat is a fucking retard. Appreciate you calling in, man.
All right, thanks, Chris. Thank you.
Of course. All right. I don't think anyone else is going to be calling in. I think Kami is really demanding to call in. I don't know if we can keep waiting for this person. I think Izzy's got shit to do today, bro.
I actually do.
Yeah. But I appreciate
it's called
you.
laying down and resting, because I'm like,
Exhausted.
I just got out of the hospital yesterday.
Holy shit, Izzy, are you all right?
I'm not dying. Okay, so everyone thought I got cancer, mainly my roommate. And what happened? Turns out I just had like 4 different things wrong at the same time.
Jesus Christ, dude. Well, I'm glad that
None-
you're not dying.
And none of it's deadly. I'm just in a lot of pain.
Yeah.
Luckily, they gave me 6 different pills.
Yeah, man. Well, I'm just glad that you're okay, man.
Yeah, I won't die. I've been worse.
I appreciate you helping me out, man. Go rest, all right?
Yeah, no problem.
See you, man.
All right.
All right. Sorry, Izzy. Did not mean to cut you off. But I appreciate everybody that came out today. I want to say a special appreciation to Surf for coming in and Swag as well. The two of them were instrumental in kind of like clearing some of the air on some things and filling in more context that unfortunately maybe the Keemstar show wasn't able to do. No offense to Keem. It just became blood sport shit. And I really think Keem handled it and Pat God handled it very well. But regardless, the most important thing is look over the evidence necessary, and that's what we've done. If you're coming into the end of the stream here and you haven't seen the beginning of the stream or the beginning of the Keemstar show, make sure you watch the Keemstar show one first and then this one after that. I thank everybody that came out today to like watch this shit, to unfold it. And to definitely help out Surf clear up that false rape allegation. That's something that's really like a crime to falsely accuse somebody of a heinous fucking crime. Seth doing that is horrid. The doxing, everything along those lines. My final thoughts on the whole thing, just because a creator's big doesn't mean that you shouldn't come out. You know, I appreciate, you know, Noodles and the rest of them doing this to like show the awfulness, and Izzy especially as well, the awfulness that Seth has provided here. It's something that can't be expressed. And Seth, my message to you, dude, my message to you, Seth, you fucked up. You fucked up big time, and it's over. It's over. Like, you're fucked. All the evidence, all the documents, everything like that, you guys will literally you've destroyed yourself. All of these DMs, the 16-year-old, then you have the other fucking document talking about the doxing and using other people, and then on top of that, lying about Surfbone being a rapist, and then saying, well, I don't subscribe to the rape allegation, but I think Surfbone's lying. That's you co-signing the allegation in a sense. So please, Seth, realize that you're in the wrong here. Stop trying to play this as like it's just a joke, because nobody's fucking laughing. Nobody's laughing. Your fan base isn't laughing. The people that you wronged aren't laughing. Refund all the money from the Patreon that you took. Refund that shit ASAP. Please, for fuck's sake, stop pretending that this is all a joke, because it fucking isn't. Especially with the amount of evidence we've gone through and testimony from people who thought they were your friends. You're done, kid. You're done. You're fucking done. We're basically the same age, bro, but you act like a fucking 14-year-old trapped on Discord. You can fuck yourself. People that engage in doxing, harassment, any of that shit, we talk about it on this channel. So please make sure you guys subscribe. If you'd like to leave a tip or something, please do that as well. We go live whenever there's drama afoot, or you know, random call-ins or going on Twitch. Thank you to everybody for coming on today. Thank you, Izzy, especially for being my co-host on this stream. And I will see you guys in the next one. And thank you for all the generous donations. Again, I don't think I read Super Chats. I think I'm about to scam people if I don't read Super Chats. I'm retarded. Inklit, thanks for giving people a place to speak, dude. Thank you for the $1.99. Vanguard, oh Lord, at least this more interesting on much in action that Seth has done. That is the most gobbledygook fucking sentence I've ever read. Oh Lord, at least this more interesting on much and action that Seth has done. Then nightmare that Frit with through David Jaffe instantly. I have no idea what the fuck that is. That was completely gibberish. Please write proper English. But thank you for the $5. Michael Alberto, we already gave you the TLDR. Kevin, Izzy needs to teach people how to bully women and people properly. Rikudu, I don't know how to pronounce your name. We don't care about the N-word. We care about the Seth Epstein behavior had gone on. True. Again, with another $2. This man on Twitter still downplaying the stuff. Yeah, I'm not surprised. But thank you guys so much for your generous donations. We will be live again real soon. Thank you all for coming out today, and I will see you guys in the next one. Talk then. see you guys